Welcome to a very exciting special edition of Motu Monday. It's been a while, as you can see by the intro. Sorry about that, but I am joined tonight by some fantastic folks. We're going to be talking about a very special project that is live on Kickstarter right now. In case you haven't seen the comments, make sure to go over and check that out. But real quick, I'm going to throw it over to my homie, who really inspired this stream because we got to talking about it, and I said, why not? So real quick, the ever awesome Mega J Retro.
Mega.
What's going on, guys? Oh my gosh, what an amazing Motu Monday! I want to thank my good friend Dave Wheeler. What's going on, brother? How are you this fine Memorial Day weekend for all you Americans? Happy Memorial Day to everybody. I know it sounds a bit weird whenever we say Happy Memorial Day, but it is, to everybody who celebrates Memorial Day. My hat is off. My hat is off to you, to everybody who's served, and of course has lost anybody on this day. We do remember everybody who served. So thank you guys for that. And but also we're here to talk Motu Masters of the Universe on this wonderful Monday. How are you doing, Dave? How are things going on your end of the world?
I'm doing good, man. It's always a good day when we get to talk a little Motu, but we're not alone. It's not just the two of us. We already have a bevy of folks already in. So real quick, I'm going to shoot it around the horn. So yeah, let's go. Real quick, over to the Badass Reviews, aka Carlos. What up, dude?
What's up, man? How's everything? Thank you for having me, man. Happy to talk about Motu.
Yeah, very, very excited. Then we will toss it. Oh, damn, he's right there.
Yeah.
Then we have Johnny. Hey, man, how's it going?
Hello.
Welcome. And then we got Dad at Arms. The back.
Hey.
Hi, guys.
Come on, Colt. Good to see you, brother.
Thanks for the last minute ad. I'm honored to be among you.
You are definitely the right person to be bringing in. Got a whole bunch of other folks who might pop in periodically. This is just I'm overwhelmed at what's happened in the last few hours of this campaign.
It's been cooking.
Johnny and I, we just came off of a 12-hour stint, and it was fabulous. Though it was like so many different supporters. We got to see a lot of the cast, and hopefully we'll be able to see some of the cast tonight too. And a lot of great, and speaking of the cat, like Johnny is right there. He's going to be multiple creatures.
Yep. An entire horde army.
Billions, a whole horde army. Johnny's busy. He's busy as heck.
Mm-hmm.
We have some of the cast right here.
We do. Some of them are going to be popping in periodically and just saying hi, and it's going to be fun. But yeah, I haven't been shy. I haven't been shy about my opinion that this is the Motu movie we deserve. This is the Motu movie that is going to be made by fans. That is going to be, respected for the source material to the most painful degree. I think that's really where it ends up being. And of course, it's already coming off of a very successful movie already. I mean, The Fall of Grayskull 1 has just hit 1 million. Actually, no, it's actually hit 1 million subscribers and continues to climb.
Yep.
And Johnny played a wonderful role in that. Johnny, why don't you tell us a little bit about your pivotal role in that film? Who did you play?
Well, I had the privilege of playing Triclops, which he's just my favorite of Skeletor's henchmen. Evelyn's a pretty close second, but I wasn't going to play her. So,
Quitter.
Getting hired to play Triclops was like dream come true, and the fact that I got to do all the fight choreography as well. Collaborated with Brian Cage on the He-Man Skeletor fight. That guy's, I mean, let's face it, he does fight choreography for a living. So I would have been foolish not to take his input. But yeah, and working on that film, it was great because it was a real quick schedule. We were filming all on green screen and blue screen because we didn't have time to build Castle Grayskull. But it was an interesting experience. I've done stuff where I was on green screen before, but not where it was like exclusively that. So it's like, oh yeah, you leaned out too far. We got to do that shot again and stuff like that. I was like, oh yeah, crap, I got to keep track of my blocking. But it was still it was an interesting learning experience because, as Daniel said yesterday, like I wore a lot of hats when I was working on that film, and when we were shooting the trailer for part 2, I got to do a lot of different things. You'll catch glimpses of me, as a random, long-haired villager getting beaten up by Tila, and I think there's a shot of Man-at-Arms smacking me too. But yeah,
A true privilege.
yeah, because Daniel was like, oh yeah, it'd be great if we had like another horde member out here or something. And I was like, well, what if there was like a villager that was sympathetic with the horde? And okay, but we don't have any costs. And I had like a couple of bracers, and I just took my shirt off, and I was like, huh. And he's like, there we go.
Perfect.
So yeah, there's a lot of just playing it by ear that when it comes to filmmaking, like you got to be able to adapt. Listen to any interview with Robert Rodriguez. That is exactly how you do independent film. So.
Heck yeah. No, and following the production, following the Kickstarter campaign and everything has been wild. Especially, I know Jay was talking about it recently, of just like it's grown so quickly, so like, and it's just been going up. So very, very excited for that opportunity, for this to be happening. I mean, right now we are at $53,394. Which is wild. There's 12 hours left to go, so I think it's very, very doable. Oh, hold on, we got another gent coming in. Hold on, it's Nick Dubes. Hey, Nick.
What's going on, dude?
What's up, man?
Good to see Nick.
How's everything, Nick?
Still at it.
Smetty just threw up Pixel Dan playing Mosquitor.
That would be perfect.
It's possible. You never know what's going to happen, right? Actually, Dave, do you want to share my screen? Maybe we'll just take a quick look at the numbers. Yeah. So first of all, huge congratulations to everybody. 1 million views on the original Follow Grayskull film. Just absolutely bonkers. Cannot be proud of you guys. Also, guys, if you're interested, the remastered edition is up for views, and I think it's already hit like 12,000 or 13,000 views. So it's already climbing and doing really, really well. But the Fall of Grayskull 2 right now is, and let's see if it'll climb for us. Right now it was at 52,505, and it is climbing 53,394.
Let's go.
Nice.
Easy. Look at that. That is
Let's
just
go.
I think that means we're closer. We're so close now. I think just a little over $7,000 to raise in the next 12 hours. We have 12 hours to make this up, guys. This is crazy. And you know what? I think Johnny and Nick, yesterday we didn't know where we were going to end up. I think we started yesterday at like 50,000, right? Something like that.
I think we were less than that.
No, sorry, we were 45,000. Yeah, we were at 45,000, and by this morning it hit 50,000, which was and now it's just
and like we always know, like whenever we're doing crowdfunding, like the tail end, you're gonna get your second biggest bump. The first biggest bump is always like right when you launch it and everyone first hears about it. Oh, I got a pledge. And then everyone hems and haws and like, oh, I'll think about it. Oh, today's the last day.
And
so
then it boosts.
That's what we're counting on now. So anyone that's out there ready to pledge, do it now.
Yeah. So Peter did actually ask a pretty interesting question. I'm not gonna shy away from it.
There we go.
I believe, and if I'm not, and somebody can, and I think probably Daniel could probably be the best one to answer this, but I do believe that all backers will be in the credits or on the webpage or somewhere as a thank you, because you guys are the ones who helped to make this happen. Why wouldn't you be in the credits? You know what I mean?
That's exactly what he did for the first film. Like if you watch the end credits, you'll see a big long list of Kickstarter backers that all got thanks in there. So it's the same deal with this one.
Absolutely. So Peter, I wouldn't say buy your names in the credits. I would say that you are a valued holy crap.
There we go.
Gonna keep going up.
We just inspired someone.
I think and I think that's really what it is. These are valued supporters of the film. I think that's really the biggest. It's not called buying your way in. No, you guys are the biggest supporters, and you deserve to have your name up in lights. It's exactly the same way it was in the first film, and I think Daniel being Daniel, he's going to 100% do that for the second film. 100%.
Now the real trick. who's going to be the 350th backer, and how high is it going to go? Because that's a landmark backer. The pressure's on, folks.
Peter, it's not your fault. No, it's fine. Don't worry. I just want to say I like to make it sound a little bit more than whenever you say buy something, it just sounds so off-putting. Whereas if you say something like you guys are our valued supporters, we appreciate you. You know what I mean? I think that's
and there's always things about like the way you word things. You can always take something negative like don't do that, or you can say, hey, it would be a better idea to do this. And so it's just a psychology trick,
But it's also appreciation too, right, Johnny? I think that people just appreciate when you use words which sound a little bit better instead of like a purchase, right? No, this is you guys are pledging, you guys are helping us, right?
It's kind of a donation too, because you look at the cost of things, and it's all it's not like the sticker pack is $15. It's not that's not the value. Like the value, that's just a little bonus, right? It's
right.
It's all a donation.
Because it doesn't cost $40 to make a T-shirt, but we need to get that money into the production so that we can have something that we're advertising.
I'm truly humbled. I am truly humbled at the generosity, at the camaraderie, at the fandom. I am very, very humbled at all of this. Cole, you've been following this for a while. What are your thoughts about the campaign so far? And what's
so I think you nailed it on the head where you said that this is it's about the fandom, and that's always what this fandom has been about, is community. It's a very community driven brand. Mattel runs it, but it's the fans that keep it alive, who have kept it alive for decades. And here we are years later after the first Fall of Grayskull, and we're still talking about it. We're still excited about it. We're still doing this push to get another one made because we want to see it. And I think it's important, we all have we all have our opinions on what Mattel is doing officially with the brand, with their shows and the new movie coming out. And we see a lot of comments in the fan communities about what they would do and what they want to see. And this is that chance to do that. This is something made by fans for fans. So if you want to see what you want to see, this is the best chance at that, and so my suggestion to people who I talk to is, if that's what you want, if that's what's important to you, this is what you can support to make that happen. And
and we're not, we don't need like $1,000 from every fan. If every fan dumps in a couple of bucks here and there, it's going to add up, and we're going to give them the best freaking Masters of the Universe movie they'll ever see.
A good friend of mine has a phrase of crumbs make crumb cake. And it's one of those things of, $1 helps, $5 helps, everything helps get to the goal.
Yeah, what's crazy is you look at it, there's 350 backers, which really isn't that much. So when you average it out, every backer has put up a lot of money on average. We haven't gotten a whole lot of like $5 or $10 just like little donations. So
people are like, oh, I want that Orko puppet. Or whatever.
I got two more folks to add to the stream, so we're gonna have a full house real quick.
All right.
First up, we have Mr. Toylanta. Whoa, you're so tiny. That's my bad.
All right. What's up?
How's everything?
Hey, guys.
Welcome.
Mr. Power Up, Toylanta himself.
Hey,
he's got the shirt on.
Yeah,
that's right. He does. Represent
the gimmick.
Jay, of course he does.
And then we have Eternian Royalty.
Mike!
All right.
What's up, fellas?
What's going on, Mike?
Welcome.
How's it going?
Welcome.
Thanks.
Freaking sausage fest in here.
Hey man, you made the guest list.
I was hoping for a few ladies to show up, but you know what?
I've tried. It's hard to get people out on a Monday. But here, I'll pop this back up because I'm not gonna lie, it's really fun to have the live counter up. And StreamYard only has so many options for that. So, no, maybe not. Just kidding. Where'd it go? There we go. Hold on. Gotta add it back to the stage. There we go.
There we go.
Oh yeah.
There we go. Jay, pop it back.
I'm coming. Hold on. Wait a second. Where'd it go?
I mean, the thing that I've been really enjoying about this too, though, is like we were talking about. It is a fan film. It is a fan project for the fans by the fans, but it's already looking miles ahead of anything that's been done, and it's so pretty.
Yeah, yeah. Daniel's taken the last 10 years to learn a lot more about filmmaking and editing and everything, and also it helps a lot that technology has gotten a lot cheaper. So like things that would have cost us $10,000 to do back then are like $1,000 or $2,000, and it's really nice, really freeing. And for any of you who have not met Daniel Benedict, like he is always incredibly appreciative of all of the fans. Like any input they give him is like, oh yeah, I thought this scene went on a little too long, and like he takes that into consideration. Like even if he disagrees, he always listens to the fans. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the Prime movie. Like I'm not gonna hold my breath and think that it's gonna be anything fantastic, but it's gonna be more He-Man content. So like I'll appreciate it for what it is.
There's a possibility it could still. I like to stay positive and think positive, and I said this before. We're all He-Man fans, so we all want it to be good, and I think we all kind of share the same sentiment. There's little things here and there that kind of bother us, but there is a possibility that it could be really good. So
right, yeah, and the guy, what was his name, Noah Gatzlinger or something like that. Like he looks good. Galatzine.
Nicholas Galatzine.
Yeah, Nicholas Galatzine.
Okay, yeah,
yeah. Especially in that latest
part.
Yeah, that latest batch of photos that they had out. There's one photo in particular where he's holding the sword, and I was like, okay, this is the first time that I've seen him where I'm like, well, that looks like He-Man. That's He-Man.
Yeah.
And that's exciting when you see those little glimpses. You're like, okay, maybe they're onto something here.
He definitely
we're all hopeful.
He was in Vikings Valhalla, and he did a good job in that, and that whole choreography team with like the fight scenes and using bladed weaponry and things like that. So he's got a bit of a base, in general. So I don't think he's going to go out there and look like a total idiot. So,
good. Yeah, I had never heard of him before, so that's good to know that he has at least some background.
Fisto, the guy playing Fisto, was also in that show as well. So I mean,
he was in the Captain America movie too. He actually looked really good in that.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, he's the tall fellow in that fight scene in the Brave New World. I forgot that's also him. It's like nice and clean in that movie.
Yes, yeah.
He's still got his scruff, but
Yeah. It's just exciting to have more Motu content, just period.
Yeah, exactly. And that's another thing about the Prime movie. It's like, whether it's great or terrible, like it's putting more eyes on our project. So I'm thankful for that.
Nate Bartz put it pretty well on the telethon yesterday. He said we're all in a big play sandbox playing Motu.
Yeah.
We'll play with your Motu the way you like to, and then after we finish doing that, we'll play it the way we want to. And everybody's got their own version and ideas of how they would like to do it. So.
And really, Masters of the Universe is probably my first exposure to the idea of the multiverse, because you had the mini comics canon, you had the Filmation canon, you had the movie canon. Like it's all this stuff is you can pick and choose your favorite parts of everything and play the way you want to play. It's
that was the beauty of a couple years ago when we had the Netflix series going, but there was the kids Netflix series, and then there
also
was
good.
Then there was Revolution going on. That was so much fun because I have a 2 and an 8-year-old, so it was that thing of I'm like, all right, we're gonna watch your He-Man now, and Daddy's gonna watch some He-Man after you go to bed. It's like I showed them one episode of Revolution. I was like, oh shit, okay, maybe not this one. When you're a little older, we're good. But it was.
There's that one scene in the Revelation where everyone's like, little cringe-worthy there, but it's still good. I mean, I enjoyed it. But
Oh yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the
Yeah,
crossover.
that other thing that
Yeah.
you do when the lights go out.
That is
The
still my
kids
favorite
show
thing to
though
do.
was so much better than I expected.
Yeah.
Like
It had
was
so
a
much heart. It
drastically-
had so much heart to it.
drastically different take on Masters of the Universe than what I'm used
Mhm.
to, but like it was so different that it was easy to like not compare it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Right.
It was
All right,
cool.
we-
It was very
We just
cool.
crossed over 53,500, so we are getting
All
really
right.
close right now. Dave, you want to share that really quick?
Doink.
Yeah, man. Like, who's good at math? We're only. I think we're just under 6,000 now. Isn't that right? I think
Yep.
that's.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need about
6,481, or sorry, and 91. Yeah.
It's
Peter.
Nick's good at math. It's
He-Man movie
absolute-
taking place on Eternia.
This is getting exciting, guys. This is getting really exciting.
I know.
Going back to what Johnny was saying about this idea of a multiverse with Masters of the Universe,
Thank
I
you,
think
Kevin.
that really is the heart of what this is.
Yeah.
The toys in the very beginning were created as something to inspire kids to use their imaginations.
To
Castle
go with
Grayskull
any
was
other action
Yeah.
figures, yeah.
yeah,
Right.
and even the idea of Castle Grayskull is this neutral fortress that either
Yep, it
He-Man
can
and
be
his
flipped.
allies or Skeletor, either one of them could take control of it, and it was up to the kid, whoever's playing with the toys at that moment. Now here we are 40 years later, and we're still enjoying that with if we went around the table here, we'd all say something different about what's special about Masters of the Universe to us personally.
Yeah,
Why
I
don't
think that's
why
I think
don't
that's
we?
just fantastic.
That's a great idea, Cole.
Let's
Why
do it.
don't we do that? I think
Well-
Mike's holding up a book. Mike? What do you?
I was gonna say.
Oh, what's that?
So I just picked this up. This
Oh my
is
God.
the
Yeah.
unpublished Whitman comic, which is another origin of Masters
Mhm.
of the Universe.
Oh wow.
There's a gentleman named Nino. He's an artist. This is completely fan made. It was originally 30 pages. He added an additional 160 pages.
Oh my God.
It's so
This
cool.
thing is beautiful.
I was just reading and talking with Adam over at Battle Ram blog, and he was talking about this new comic.
He-Man,
of course.
He-Man in quotes, is just a shepherd.
Mhm.
He loves this girl named Shalda. I won't go into spoilers, but things happen where it's almost like a Captain America. Like they've put him in a machine and he
Oh shit!
What's up?
transforms into He-Man. It's kind of crazy, man. I'm trying to get 10 people together. So the guy that makes that, he actually just released a German version. He lives in Germany.
Oh.
The English version came out for the Los Amigos convention, I want to say like a year or two ago. This convention here.
Cool.
And he said if you can get 10 people, he'll do like a run of 10 at a time, but then it's like $50 in shipping. I think it's well worth it. It's definitely talk about Motu love right there. I mean, that's passion project for sure.
Dude,
that's
hit me
why
up
I'm
because that's
wanting to see this thing.
As a dude who does so my day job is I am a comic artist. That's what I do for a living. So
Nice.
to do a run of 10 is impressive because that's a very, very, very small run. So he's got to have a friend with a press or something. That's amazing. But hell yeah. Should we Jay, do you think we should run around the table real quick?
Yeah, let's talk about how what was it that inspired, like, got you into the Motu, and Colt's idea is great. I love Colt's idea. What is it that Motu means to you? Carlos.
Oh, what? Sorry. There, hold on.
We'll start with Carlos.
Carlos.
Hey. Why me? I'm the oldest one.
Because you're so quiet. That's why.
No, I'm just listening, man. Well, I mean, I started collecting Motu because of my mom. I think she bought me my first He-Man figure when I was, I'm from 75, so that was 82. I was maybe like 6 years old. And I fall in love with the line. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know if I'm one of the few ones that, to me, Masters of the Universe and He-Man is pretty much the mini comics. Alfredo Alcala, like the Barbarian He-Man, it was no Prince Adam. to me was kind of like that was the origin of He-Man. And believe it or not, when the cartoon came out, it was so shocking to me because I was looking at these like badass characters like Skeletor, Merman, Triclops, and all those guys looking like dumb in the filmation, and I was like, man, what's going on with these guys? So it was kind of like shocking to me. At the end of the day, I kind of like ended on loving the cartoon, but to me that was pretty much the origin. I mean, it was pretty much my mom buying some action figures for me, and at the end of the day, all my friends from school, they were getting He-Man too, so we were gathering together playing with the toys and stuff like that. So I mean, it was really cool. But to me, pretty much my passion is the mini comics. That's why I love that much 2000X, because I think they did justice to the actual evil warriors.
They brought it all together.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think the thing is, like, I believe, I mean these guys in the mini comics were so badass, like Triclops,
Yes.
and Merman, I mean, beat the crap out of He-Man in the mini comics. Triclops knocked out
Battle Cat.
Like, and then seeing them on the Filmation cartoon acting like that, it was a shocking moment to me, like as a kid.
Sure.
So I was like, oh my God, what's going on here? But then 2000X came out, and I believe that's why I love that much 2000X, I think, is mainly because I think they did justice to every single character, not just the good guys,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Everybody got their piece of the pie in that show for sure.
Yeah, totally.
Jay, I figure we'll just go down the line. So next up we got Jay.
Your turn.
You want to go this way? I thought we were going to do Dave, but okay, fine.
Man, I go last. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
you cheated. You cheated. So I explained this yesterday from last night's live stream, but I'm always happy to talk about Motu. But I don't want to take like an hour, so I'm just going to take the Coles Notes version of this. I immigrated to Canada like way when I was a little kid. My cousins have already been here; they were born here in Canada. And when I first, I had to actually live with my cousins. So they had a bigger house, and basically we had the basement. They had the top of the house. And every now and then I'd go upstairs and they'd play games with us. And one day I went and they showed me my cousin John's room, and in the top corner of his desk, all I saw was this huge, creepy green skull. It was colored black. It was called green, and I was like, "What the hell is that?" And I was like, "Oh my God!" And I couldn't take my eyes off it. I was kind of scared, but at the same time fascinated by it. And of course, them being a little bit older, they basically said, "Do you want to know what that is?" And I'm like, "Yeah, what the hell is that?" And they were like, "That's Castle Grayskull." And I was like, "What is Castle Grayskull?" And they were basically like, "Do you want to know about He-Man?" And I'm like, "I want to know about He-Man." So they brought down all the toys. I got to play with He-Man, Tila, Skeletor, Beastman, Man-at-Arms. I got to play with all these great, amazing toys. And we didn't know what they were. Like, they'd thrown away the Alcala comics. They threw those away like ages ago, right? So we made up our own stories. And at the time, I was just in love with that whole idea. And all of a sudden, like a year later, here comes the Master, like He-Man and the Master Universe on TV, and it was over. That was it. I was hooked. I went to Woolco up here in Canada every single weekend when my mom would go shopping, and she had to like run after me to get to the toy aisle because seeing Master Universe on the toy shelves, just incredible. Fast forward to today, and 2019, I think it was. And all of a sudden, Master Universe is back on the shelf. I was like a kid again, and you know what? I've never looked back. Just absolutely nuts. So that was the Coles Notes. That's how I got into it. And what does Master Universe mean to me, guys? Master Universe is just one of the purest forms of having fun. And I keep saying this to everybody: the Master Universe Origins line is the only collector's line that you can have right now, that you can give to your kids, that you can share with your kids, and not worry that you're breaking a $60 figure. You know what I mean? Or a $35 figure.
Or
can
$300.
You can actually have fun with these with your kids. They're meant to break. They come apart. They come apart in several sections. Genius. Genius move by Mattel, and you know what? Still harkening back to the original way the arms came off, the head, of the body, the straps came off, the clothes came off. Amazing.
The original pop and swap.
Yep.
Yeah.
All the pop and swap.
Incredible.
Nick.
Dude.
Yeah, well, first of all, we got to give a shout out to Michael Casper that just said he backed the Kickstarter today. Thank you, Michael.
All right.
Man.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was born in '83, so honestly, I was not really the prime time age for that.
Baby.
Yeah, I got my brother or my cousin's hand-me-down collection, and so those I think nostalgia is really a drug. There's like chemicals going off in your brain, and so I really think it's just, for me, it was all about the figures, and like they're really that was really the first toys I can remember playing with, or He-Man toys. And I got a little bit older, and I was really, Turtles got big, so of course I love Turtles because I was prime time. But like as I've aged, like I still love Turtles, but there's just something about Master of the Universe. Like I think it's a little bit of just amazing design of all the toys and the artwork, and really the lore. And now that I'm older, Master of the Universe now I've got a 2-year-old, and she is like, she is starting to cling to it, and it's like I think back at myself as like, okay, I love this so much. It was one of my first memories, and so now that like Jay said, you can give these origin toys to a 2-year-old. You don't have to worry about them. They're indestructible. And so now as I'm older, it's a way for me to bond with my little which is crazy because I didn't really I always kind of thought I knew I was gonna like force it upon the kid and try to but she really does seem to be taking a like to it. So I just put her to bed. I read her a mini. Sorry, the dog's going crazy behind me.
Crazy.
I thought it was Battle Cat.
No, that's Jolene. But yeah, I read her a Golden Book, and I was kind of chatting with Colt about this. And so that's like I've never really read the Golden Books as a kid, and so now that I'm adult, it's like this gives me a chance to like really.
They're so good.
Check out all the stuff that I didn't look at as a kid, and now She-Ra. I'm starting to watch the She-Ra cartoons with her and stuff. So it's just it's starting to become generational for me.
Oh yeah.
You just got to blow her mind, Nick, because she's holding a Roboto toy. Just come out dressed as Roboto. That's like Turbo Man. My dad is Roboto.
That is so cool.
All right, cool.
Well, I'm glad Nick brought up the Golden Books, because that's my introductory point to Master of the Universe was the the Golden Books, and especially the videotape. Like minimal animation, but the music and the narration and everything in that, just it's an instant shot of nostalgia for me. I was born in '82, so I was right there at the beginning, but obviously I was a newborn, so I don't remember that. So how it all came to me, it's such a strange thing. It just, my earliest memories are of loving Master of the Universe, and these Golden Books entry point, because my mom, she'd take me to this local craft store that she'd go to, and they had a kid section. She'd let me buy a book to take home, a little storybook, and I was just immediately drawn to these Golden Books because of the art. Like, it scared me, it intrigued me. I just thought it was so cool. And then slowly coming to the realization that, oh, there's toys of these. Oh, there's an actual cartoon of this. And it was just washing over me. And, years later, it's still my number one favorite thing in terms of, toys and cartoons and books. And I live it and breathe it. My first crush was Tila, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And even I got married 20 years ago, and my wife and I had He-Man and Tila action figures on top of our wedding cake. I don't know. It's just it's one of the it's magic. It's one of those things that I'm always gonna love. I'm always gonna smile, and I'm always gonna be excited when we have something new, whether it's a new toy, a new comic book, a new cartoon, a new movie, a new fan film. It's always something that I'm just gonna be so excited about. I can talk about it endlessly,
Well
and that's
said.
why we're all here.
Hell yeah, Johnny.
Hello. Okay, so it was probably I'm guessing it was 82. I think it was for my birthday that I got a couple of the figures from my parents. I know I ended up having Ram Man and He-Man and Manny Faces. I think I had Triclops, and I eventually got Castle Grayskull. And I read the mini comics that came with them, and then probably lost them immediately after, because that's how you do it. But I just remember I remember looking at the castle, and I was like, it's called Castle Grayskull. Why is it green? That was like one of the things that as a kid that really bugged me, because it had gray on it, but it was a green skull. And so I thought that was a weird name, but I love being able to flip the flag and stuff like that. I love the fact that you had to have He-Man and Skeletor's sword, that good guys and the bad guys had to come together in order to open it, and I'm like, that's a really neat idea. And then Filmation came out, and I'm watching it. I'm like, Prince Adam? That seems a little silly. And then I watched it, and I was like, what is this Orko bullshit? I'm like, no. I don't need a little kid character to talk down to me. I want the badass barbarians from the mini comics. But as an adult, I went back and watched them, and I now I can appreciate what Orko did. And it was like, you know what? He was fine. It was just, when you have that expectation from reading those savage freaking mini comics, it's a bit shocking to go to the silliness of the Filmation show. And it really was like two different universes. So my introduction to the multiverse. And then of course Dolph Lundgren comes along, and I was like, he looks perfect. I don't know what that gold dragon is. I want the red Iron Cross, but eventually I saw the movie, and I was like, it was entertaining. It was fun. Skeletor was freaking amazing. That was the perfect Skeletor. And I just wish he would have had more of the purple, and the skull. I wish it the makeup. I wish they would have done some blackwashing on it and make it yellow and gross looking like the figures. But then, of course, 2000X comes along and does exactly what I wanted with the series. They went back to Michael Halperin to write the series Bible. He wrote the original Filmation series Bible, and the first 3 episodes are He-Man's origin from the original series. I'm like, oh, so this is almost like a prequel series, if you want to look at it that way. If you want to make it one timeline, it actually does kind of work that way. And I remember someone saying something about I think it was Val. I think it was Val's idea that the Filmation series was the stories of He-Man as told by songster, so they're more kid friendly. And I was like, that's a freaking cool way to do it.
Yeah.
So and then come the late 90s, early 2000s, and they re-released some of the vintage figures, and that got me thinking about the show again. And I was like, oh, they created such a cool universe then. And so I started writing my own stories about it. And hey, 53,627. All right. Yeah. Thank you, Luis. Anyway, so yeah, in the 2000X, the series comes along, and you look at the figures, and they took like all of the original designs and just amped them up. You know, it's like, you know, the Man-at-Arms has the big old salad bowl on his shoulder and his giant mustache trimmer and stuff like that. Like they made everything a little bit bigger, and Triclops was amazing looking. So like I'm like, oh yeah, this is my guy. And him being more the tech wizard in the new one, I was like, yeah, I could see that. And the first 2000X costume that I made was Triclops, and I originally made it for my friend Phil for Halloween. And you know, I was like, it started kind of as like an online argument with someone on the org. Like they were like, oh yeah, for a new He-Man movie, all they have to do is you know, update the costumes and so. I'm like, no, they don't. I was like, oh, but they have to make them a little more realistic. And no, they don't. Four Horsemen already did that. Look at the 2000X line. Like they have buckles and straps and everything. Like they, all you have to do is just take that seriously and build it full size. And I'm telling you, it will be movie worthy. And so that's how I started going to Home Depot, and I was looking at like, oh yeah, this electrical conduit looks like the thing around his neck, and like, oh, this you know, 32-gallon green garbage can is the right color for his arms, or you know, the shoulder armor and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, okay, I'll make that. And yeah, I built that costume. Generation 1 was probably about $350 that I spent on supplies for that. And I built that for Phil, and he wore it 2 years in a row for Halloween, and then gave it back to me. He's like, hey, you can have it. I was like, cool, I'll put it to good use. And then I was in some movies. So like, you never know where this road is going to take you. But Masters of the Universe, one last thing about that is what attracted me to the line. Like, why is that, like, you know, my Star Wars? Why is that my franchise that I go to? A friend of mine asked me that last week, and I had to think about it for a minute, but I realized this is going to sound a little bit strange, but it's the inclusivity of it.
Yeah.
The fact that you can have a freaking ninja and a cowboy and a guy whose face spins around, and like all these things like can play in the same sandbox. And I was like, that is so freeing. You can do anything here. We have the power.
Well said.
I see what
That is awesome. Yes, 100%. I totally agree.
Brett.
I got to follow that. Come on now. Well, I learned to read on the mini comics. The parents tried everything, tried Sesame Street, and it's pretty much bribery. I got an older brother, and he's got his toys over there, and they're pretty much like, you can have this guy if you read the book first. And I was like, okay.
Nice.
That is awesome. That is so awesome.
Bribery can be good.
Yeah, I tried it out, and
I'd take that deal today.
It screwed me for life. Thanks, Mom and Dad. But yeah, no, I mean that was it pretty much, and hooked from then, and had the toys. You know, grew up with them in the '80s, and you know, I think they were actually sold at a yard sale by my brother, but I was able to keep a handful of them. And then the commemoratives came around. I think I was around college time, and I was like, well, damn it. 2000X certainly was around that time, and like I was, you know, running out to Target and Toys R Us trying to get everything, and you know, it's been kind of a ever since then. You know, I never really stopped. Like even if I saw something that I had, I'd pick it back up because you never know when you need two and maybe one to trade. You know, so that kind of deal.
Good help, Luis. Thank you.
Lewis, thank you for that's more than enough. Thank you so
Absolutely.
much. I can't believe you give up that much. That's incredible. Thank you, brother.
Thank you, Lewis. That's yes. Every little bit helps, and that
especially in this economy, man.
Thank you.
Especially in this economy. Thank you, Lewis. Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And then you got friends doing a fan film, and you got to, you know, like throw money at it and get on lives and do things like that. You know?
Speaking of which, really quickly, we just hit 53,797,000 guys. Holy crap!
Nice.
Wonderful.
We are
Almost
climbing.
$3,000 since you guys have been on, right?
This is actually,
by
believe
bit.
it or not, it's getting This is nuts. This is crazy.
Let's go.
Thank you to everybody who's supporting, especially Lewis. Thank you. Don't even think that that's not enough. That is more than enough. Thank you, brother.
Every bit helps.
Absolutely.
Mike, did we technically start with you? We'll throw back
Yeah,
up.
I mean, I was showing off the book earlier.
No, I know.
I mean, much like you guys, I was young. I was born in 80, so I guess I'm a little bit older than a couple of you. But 82, 83, I was very young. I wasn't reading, so the mini comics didn't really mean much to me. It was all about the toys and the artwork for sure. The William George, the Rudy Obrero. I mean, that Battle Cat. I got it all packaged up right now. But the Battle Cat artwork was probably my favorite artwork of all time.
I have that picture.
Just pretty much the perfect mix of barbarian and sorcery and technology. Like there's nothing else like that. I think that they've hit that perfectly on the nose.
Oh yeah.
And then of course the cartoon just kind of cemented it in. Coming home after school, watching the Power Hour of He-Man and She-Ra in '85, that really kicked it into high gear. And then kind of got out of it, much like you guys. Was into Turtles for a while, and then in the late '90s, when eBay came out, that was like
Game over.
Nostalgia
Game changer.
central. I started buying up all this old, like the Punch Ball He-Man and the Shrinky Dinks and anything that was licensed Motu. I was all about it, and toothpaste toppers and pencil holders, all that stuff. So I started buying up all this old stuff. And then they came out with that commemorative editions, like Johnny was saying, and that really sucked me in with the 2000X. With classics, I didn't really get into it, but I did go. Val came out with PowerCon, talking about PowerCon.
Oh yeah.
Funny, I was looking at. Let's see if I can get this up. Speaking of Triclops, check this out. So Johnny, this is a photo I took of you. This is
awesome.
From. Can I get that to show? No. September 14th, 2013.
Lower the
Amazing.
lower the
Yeah,
brightness
that's
and it'll show up.
Yeah, that's Amy Lance J's the
And then how
Skeletor
about this
costume.
one?
That's actually the
August.
same Skeletor costume we used in the first fall of Grayskull.
Oh, really? Oh, no way.
If you lower the brightness, Mike, it'll show up better.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah,
I'm gonna try
that's
that. Let me try that.
Give it a go.
Of course, my old ass. I'm terrible with technology myself.
I believe in you.
Same, buddy.
Drag it from the top, and there should be a brightness controller.
There.
You have the
Damn.
power, Mike.
Here, I'll pull
You
you
got
up
the
full screen
power.
so it's a little less obvious.
He's willing it to him.
Was that work?
There it is.
All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's wild.
And
That's
then here we go. I
fantastic.
got this one was from 2018. I wanted to show you too. This one was great too. Talking about Fall of Grayskull.
Oh yeah.
So
that was 2018.
Johnny, you busted that costume out on Sunday, if I remember correctly, and I had to fly out, so I missed it. That Trapjaw costume. I was
okay.
Yeah.
We got so here's something interesting. We got a comment from Smetty, and Smetty 45. Val is technically not involved in this project, but we got some crazy news from Val the other day, and I think I can bring it up. Let me see if I can bring that up, because that needs to be heard again, because that was a promise that he made, and I'm holding him to it. By the way, I'm going to hold him to that promise. Let me see if we can find it. I think it's in my download folder, because I made sure to hold on to it.
I'm
Yep,
pretty
here we
sure
go.
I recorded it too.
Here we go. I got it. All right. So, Dave, you want to throw this up? So, Smetty, this one's for you. Did you throw up Smetty's comment?
Yeah. It's Val.
All right. So, here you go, Smetty. This one's for you, buddy. Check this one out.
You got it?
Yep. You just want to throw it up?
Throw it up.
No, the other one.
Hold on.
My deal. If people now, that doesn't mean I won't also do a PowerCon that still has general toy stuff. But I tell you what, if we get this funded, not me. If the watchers and the viewers and the fans get this funded, I will do a He-Man focused PowerCon for 2026.
So cool.
You heard it, guys. It came from the man's. It came right out of the man's mouth. He is gonna do. We're gonna go back to Motu for a PowerCon, like dedicated Motu. Holy crap! I mean, like, don't get me wrong. I love the all inclusive toy fair kind of idea. I love it. It works wonders. You know, there were a lot of great independent toy collectors and everything like that. But he said that not only, if you listen carefully, what Val actually said there was not only will he do the new PowerCon, he wants to do a focused He-Man PowerCon. So
we're talking
two PowerCons.
Yeah.
That's exactly.
So yeah, one that goes back to the original roots of the intimate, He-Man, She-Ra fandom, and one that's just the all-inclusive giant toy show. And I'm like, that's cool because like I like apples as well as oranges.
Yeah, and you know what? Somebody's been listening because we just hit 53,855 on the counter. So guys, keep it coming.
Climbing.
We want PowerCon back. We want this film to be made. Thank you, everybody who's supporting this. Like, this is absolutely, like, Dave hasn't even had to torture himself yet, so this is awesome. Like, this is great stuff.
I got no nuggets to do, man. I can find some, but I'm on the I just realized in listening to everybody, I'm at that I'm kind of one of the odd ducks out here. I was born in '87, but like the thing was my thing is I grew up with the hand-me-downs from my cousins.
Why don't you focus on yourself there, Dave, and tell us your story here? What's
yeah. There you go.
I grew up checking the Secret of the Sword movie out, and I remember I had one of the Golden Book videos that I got from a garage sale. But like all the He-Man figures and stuff I had were hand-me-downs from my cousins. And like my brother and I, we had like a banged up Castle Grayskull and Snake Mountain. But like it had none of this. Like I didn't know there was a bridge or a jaw bridge or manacles or any of that stuff. I was like big purple thing that you can go rah, 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 into the mouth. Like that was it. I had the gate with the trapdoor on Snake Mountain and like legit on the inside of Grayskull. There's nothing. It was great because all I knew it was a climbing wall. And like everybody played in there. The Ninja Turtles played in there. You had He-Man. You had everybody. Everybody was in one big thing. So for me, it was one of those things of the 2000X series was the series that I got to experience as it was coming out, as it was hitting market, as it was flooding the aisles at the local Walmart. Like I remember vividly that still to this day, the Orko that is in my Motu display is the 2000X Orko because I love that figure so much just because it just hits. It's been something that's been really important to me for a long time. And so obviously when Jay and I were talking, I'm like, yeah, let's fucking go. Let's do this. And obviously, it's working because we're cooking with gas now, boys.
Nice.
Very, very excited. We actually have oh no, where'd he go? There he is. We have another I don't want to call him a gentleman because I don't want him to yell at me. But it is Mr. Home Arcade. Hello, he's here in voice only.
Oh.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Whoa.
Hey, what's going on?
He's pretty excited.
Oh, man.
He's always
I'm always excited. I heard y'all talking about your Motu stories, right?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Absolutely.
I got a Motu story.
Oh,
I wouldn't mind, don't mind if I do. So what are we basically saying? How we got into Motu?
Yeah, how did you get into Motu, Mr. Home Arcade? What makes you a big Motu fan?
Oh my God! It all started when I was a young kid, watching the show, all that stuff like that, collecting the figures, and then you grow old and lost my collection. You get married, you have kids, can't really focus on that stuff. So later down the line, when the Origins line came out, I'd seen it in Walmart. I was hooked. I had no choice. It got me back in the jumping, getting things again, start collecting, and I got them all. You know what I mean? Love Motu. So, something from my childhood brought it back to when I'm an adult, and I'm enjoying it. That's it.
If anybody can talk about being a Motu fan, Mr. Horrorcade takes the cake for a lot of people. I mean, he has Eternos.
I was going to say, he's got more than all. There's all, and then there's more.
I know. It's the extra. Like, Mr. Homercade's got the extra because not only does he have Eternos, He's got the Horde Crawler, which never got made. You know, he's got all these crazy things. And he's got the attack track. You know, the Filmation attack track. Like, my God. Hey, Mr. Hobacade, why don't you tell everybody how the story about how you got Eternos? I think a lot of people would love to know.
Oh my God! Yeah, how I got Eternals, I had to drive all the way to Ohio. You know what I mean? Let me make sure the wife ain't watching, you know what I mean? She don't even know I took the trip. So anyways, I drove like 10 hours to Ohio. I put it all in my car and then drove 10 hours back. And I'd do that trip again.
How many
that
states?
castle is beautiful.
2 states? Did you drove 2 states?
Yeah, 2, 3 states. I don't know. It was fun. You know what I mean? I enjoyed the trip. Some of those places you just don't see nothing. All you see is this open fields, big ass fans and stuff out there. I don't know, but it was a fun trip, and I'd do it again.
Incredible.
With that being said, we have another very special guest coming to the stage right now. So, hello, Lindsay.
Hey.
Wow. We were just talking about you.
Oh, good things.
All good things. Johnny has nothing but good things to say.
Yeah, it was really fun working with you on Fall of Grayskull, and not actually stabbing you. I was stabbing nothing, but
you held it right there above me, but it was really close. My kids watched that and they legitimately think that I was murdered. Like I think I said last night that my daughter. And she went to school and she told her whole class that mommy had been stabbed and was bloody and without any contact at all whatsoever. I'm like,
Lindsay, for those watching who don't know yet, who did you play in the Fall?
Right. I play the sorceress.
Oh, beautiful. And you're reprising your role in Fall of Grayskull 2, is that correct?
I really hope to, if we can get this funded.
Well, we're trying. We're trying hard. And as a matter of fact, if we throw it up right now, we just hit $53,955.
So close.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Every little bit, we're inching there, inching so close. We need $59,500. You guys can see it right there. We are literally on the precipice. But back to Lindsay. I didn't want to take up too much time.
Oh goodness.
Too many people. There we go.
Yeah.
How did you get involved, Lindsay? Who invited you?
Where'd you come from?
I'm kind of, oh goodness, who is it? The other guy that said that he was younger. So I was born in 85. So it wasn't really big whenever I was a kid. So I was actually introduced to it by Daniel. I was friends with Weezy. Call her Weezy, Louisa, and I think he had seen a picture of us together on Facebook, and I got this just random out of the blue Facebook message saying, "Hey, I saw your picture. Do you want to be in a movie?" And of course, my first question was, "What kind of movie?" And then he went on to explain, and I love art and anything that is artistic. I dabble in whatever I can, whether it be painting or sketching or photography and theater, backdrop works, sort of. And acting was something that I had never, ever done before. And whenever the opportunity—
That's what Daniel told me.
Yeah. So when the opportunity presented itself, I was like, okay, sure, I'll give this a go. And I did. And it was wonderful. And I loved meeting all of you all of the people of the Motu community. As kids, we live in our imaginations. We create all these ideas and stories, and it's like beautiful and thrilling. And then we grow up and we tend to lose a lot of that wonder, pieces of ourselves, the ability to allow imagination to run wild, and just kind of be free within it. And cartoons and comics and toys and books are just a way to give tangible life to those things. And I think it's just incredible that so many people have built this camaraderie and a community around not letting that go. And I'm just really thrilled to be involved with it.
By the way, for context, she referenced Luisa. That was Luisa Torres, who played Shadow Weaver.
Yes.
And yeah, she was fantastic.
Yes, she's phenomenal. There's
yeah,
nothing
yeah.
she won't do for. I mean, she is amazing at her craft.
Yep, yep. I'm just really glad that you actually, decided I'm going to try acting for this because you were so good as the sorceress. Like when we were shooting it, I didn't get to see your performance at all because it was such a hectic schedule and we didn't get to shoot any stuff like that. But when I finally saw the finished product, I was like, oh, she was perfect.
Thank you. Yeah, that was my first foray into the acting world, and
now here you are.
Just really quickly, guys, just not to interrupt. This is a beautiful moment. I don't want to interrupt, but Colt has to go, and we want to thank Colt. Colt, thank you.
I'm sorry to do this.
It's okay. But really quickly, how can people reach you, and what are you working on presently, Colt?
Oh, I'm currently in the process. I'm waiting on a interview for the new Dark Horse comics that were recently announced. Tim Seeley and Freddie Williams II. I'll be talking to them soon, hopefully next week. But yeah, just at Dad at Arms on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all that good stuff. But yeah, I just wanted to say before I take off, the Master of the Universe is so special to all of us, and I think what projects like The Fall of Grayskull highlights is just how passionate all of the fans are for this brand. And I just want to thank, everybody here, everybody out there watching, thanks for being a fan of something that we all love and that we're all a part of. And it's the best thing there is. And I just want to reinforce that idea of being positive fans and being happy fans. And even when we don't like stuff, we can still be positive about stuff and everything. But thank you guys all so much for everything you do. You guys are all great. You guys are all role models, and let's do this.
Heck yeah, dude.
Yep.
Catch you later, Dad at Arms.
Appreciate it, man.
Yep.
Take care.
Have a good night.
Please follow
Alternative Mind said, good journey.
Good journey.
See you later.
Good journey.
We are $5 away from $54,000.
Nice.
Just throwing that out there. So, all right, back to your regularly scheduled conversation.
Yeah, no, I was shocked to find out that Lindsay, that was your very first acting role at all. I thought you did a fabulous job, and it couldn't have been easy. Well, how was the green screen thing? Did it make sense to you at all? Like, because I know that really messes with people sometimes.
Well, I mean, I guess it was kind of normal for me because I'd never done any acting before. So it's just like, this is how it is. No, but it was really cool to see it all come together, because when we were there, like, we didn't see the world that we were in. It was just, pretend that this is here, that's there.
Right.
And so when we actually went to the theater to see the final product, it was just mind blowing to see what was able to be done with that. It was so cool.
One of the things
I'm a lot of the cartoons before. It seems like you did your research for sure, because you had her mannerisms down.
Oh, well, Daniel had sent me clips of her, of the sorceress, and I obsessively watched them. And he gave me a script, and I obsessively read the lines like over and over and over again. Because I wanted to be perfect. Yeah. I don't like to half-ass anything. So
yeah. Well, you got the voice and accent perfect.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. One of the things I was wondering was, like, after you played the sorceress, like, we all went through like what got us into Masters of the Universe earlier tonight. And I was wondering, like, after you played the sorceress, did you get into Masters of the Universe? Did you, like, start watching the show, or
I did, and I had. So when the first one came out, I have a son. Well, I have 3 kids. I have a son and then 2 younger daughters who were born after we made the first one. And my son, who just turned 18, he got super into it and just binged watched all of the cartoons, and we sat and watched them. I was kind of in and out, being mom, taking care of house duties and whatnot. But I did. And my daughters, like the new one that came on Netflix, they sat and watched it and like, Mommy, that's you in it again. You're a cartoon. Like,
That's great.
That's how you know you nailed it. Where it now
Yeah.
every version
Yeah.
of the Darktress is you.
So my son, and he hates this. So in Owensboro, I mean, the community kind of is familiar with Daniel and this project and the movie, and so all of his friends found out that I was in this movie, and they thought I was like a superstar and really cool, and so he was super embarrassed. And all of his friends would like wave to me whenever I went and picked him up at school.
Yeah.
It's like, Mom, just go away.
That's where you just gotta like drop one-liners like out the window and just be like, no, like the roll with it. Just
Yeah, it's cool. See, I give you cool points.
see.
You should have worn your headdress to the.
Daniel has it.
Oh, Daniel's got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That thief.
But then it was so beautiful. I can't remember who he said made that, but he got somebody.
Angelica Bermudez.
Yes,
if I
that
remember
sounds.
correctly.
Yep. And I think
Yep.
he sent me pictures of her makeup so that I.
Yeah, she had done a photo shoot in that garb, and like it was like, oh my god, that looks like the cartoon just jumped out into real life. And so he's like, oh yeah, that's the one we need. So
Yeah, it was beautiful. The whole I just loved portraying. She's so regal and elegant, and I love those things.
Yeah, I made a sorcerer's costume for my daughter for Halloween last year, and that head, like, I just pulled up pictures of you and Angela.
Aww.
And that was like, that headpiece was like my model. I just tried to like make it exactly the same as y'all's were, because it was.
I think you sent me pictures of that. Yeah.
Yeah,
I would love to see that.
Let's see. I can try to pull it up. Let's see.
Here we go.
I'll have to do the trick where I turn down my brightness.
Yeah, no, it works. It works wonders. I have to say. Really quickly though, while Nick's looking for that, I did want to remind everybody, just in case, because some people might actually not be aware of how to contribute. So, Dave, if you want to throw up the screen, guys, I'm
well, there we go.
This is a Kickstarter project, which is happening on Kickstarter right now. So you guys can head over to Kickstarter.com and just do a quick search for the Fall of Grayskull 2. Two projects come up. The relaunch is the one that you want to click on. And huge thanks to everybody who's supporting this project. We've already raised $53,955 of a $59,500 goal. That means, and
we're real close.
Yeah,
we are real close. I pulled up a calculator just in case. We're only $5,500 away, and $5,500 and change away from reaching our goal. This is incredible, guys. 11 hours to go, and we are going to keep going until we actually hit that goal. No matter what, guys, thank you so much for this. Please head over to Kickstarter, type in Fall of Grayskull 2, and I want to thank all of our guests here tonight, Dave, especially of course Lindsay and John. You guys are just killing it, man. Like, thank you so much for being here and showcasing your wonderful talent to us. And Nick, take it away, brother.
Okay, here's my Lindsay inspired.
Oh wow!
Oh wow!
So this is it. Still in the.
That's incredible.
Booth. Let's see.
Now I've seen some of the stuff that you do.
There
You're
it is.
a phenomenal artist.
Thanks. Let me try to.
So cute. Is that your daughter?
Yeah, she was like.
Aw, that is. Look at that.
There you go.
I love that.
Wow.
Yeah, it keeps readjusting to make it brighter, but yeah, it came
She's
out
good at posing.
Definitely inspired by you, Lindsay, for sure.
Oh, thanks.
Your daughter has the poses down.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she's a little diva for sure.
A little ham.
Nothing wrong with that.
That's so cool. Why don't we take a quick break right now and take a look. Speaking of the costumes, why don't we take a look at what we're trying to fund here, guys? So, Dave.
Hey.
Have you ever wondered, why are we doing all of this?
Cassie.
The Horde will not stop until Eternia is completely destroyed.
Where are the rebels?
Only the king and queen, the sorceress and I know the secret.
I have a sister.
You must destroy the Horde.
If I can't stop Hordak, who can?
Death has come to Eternia, and I am here.
Oh, you're muted.
There's a
Ah. There it is.
What are we looking at?
Oh my god, that was just absolutely, that was brilliant. That was absolutely crazy. Thank you guys for that. Like everyone's performance in that was just epic. Wow.
Every time that one gets me.
What was it like getting back on the? What was it like getting back on the horse, guys? Like, what was it back like getting back on the shooting schedule and everything like that? Like, how did you guys feel, Johnny?
Well, like I said, this was a lot different because we did almost no green screen. There was one day we did green screen shots, but most of it was on location. So we're at these beautiful landscapes. And Daniel had the brilliant idea of filming only at dawn and dusk. So we only had like a couple hours window where we had to shoot. And, we'd go out there, get in costume and stuff like that and shoot everything. And we're like, oh, the light's changing. We got to get this shot in. And then it was just break for the rest of the day and just mess around until dusk, and then go back and shoot again. And so like we had a lot more freedom in between shots, and we would just hang out and stuff like that. It was really cool. I gotta say this though, you know how if you've ever seen like movie props and or costumes that were used on screen in these great films and stuff like that, and you look at them, you're like, oh man, that looks kind of shitty, like in real life. Like it's kind of janky. They must have really played with lighting and stuff. Matt O'Toole's Man-at-Arms costume looks even better up close. So yeah, we hit the jackpot when we got him to play Man-at-Arms. And because this guy, he did the special effects makeup for Dog Soldiers, which I still to this day say is hands down the best werewolf movie ever made. Dog Soldiers, go check it out. Matt O'Toole. Anyway, he also worked as a sculptor on Prometheus, and this guy knows what he's doing. He made the Hordak makeup and costume, like he designed that, and Daniel wore it for the teaser trailer, but Matt O'Toole is going to be inhabiting that for the feature or the short, whichever it is. But yeah, the difference between part 1 and part 2, even though we haven't done most of part 2 yet, like it's so drastic. Like you can see just by watching the trailer for the original and then the trailer for this one, you're like, it almost doesn't even seem like it's the same crew. But yeah, we've just learned a lot. We've been able to take advantage of the the technology getting cheaper and effects getting better and easier to do, and most of the effects we do are practical in camera stuff, like Roboto. Like that's one of the things that everyone just assumes is CGI. It's like, no, he was there. We have behind the scenes photos. Yeah. So it was really cool, and I think I've said this before that Roboto is one of the characters that when he pops up in the trailer, he gets the biggest pops. And I think it's because he is the one character that nobody thought would ever be done practically and never expected to see in, a live action movie because it would be so difficult. But we've got Dubes. So.
Thanks, Johnny. That was nice.
Oh, Jay, you're muted, bud.
Lindsay, what was your experience? What was your experience? Oh, wait. Mike's got a picture.
Oh,
what's that?
What's this? Roboto!
That's me with Nick at PowerCon. He came down with his wife, and we went out to dinner and stuff. And then he's like,
"What year was that?"
What year was that?
That was either
2021.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Last one in LA.
Yeah, that was the first one. Yeah, in Anaheim, exactly.
Yep.
And I just remember him going, "I got a good one this year," and I'm like, "Yeah," and he wouldn't tell me. He's like, I was like, "Who's it gonna?" He's like, "He's a hero." That's all I'm gonna say. And he wouldn't tell me. And then I literally had my mind blown when I showed up at the con and he was dressed. I was like, "That is unreal."
I still have a poster of Dubes as his version of Trapjaw, and it's sitting in a room. Like, maybe I'll go grab that.
And Lindsay, what was your experience? Because apparently there weren't that many green screens this time. So
no, so I was there for some of what Johnny did. I did some photography. I took behind the scenes photos and whatnot. But it was I was there. But yeah, it was incredible just to see everything in real life and not the green screen where you just had to kind of pretend you knew what was going on. And then for my scenes, we actually drove up to Ohio. It was about a 4-hour drive from Owensboro. And we all drove up there to this castle that Daniel just magically found that nobody knew existed and was just perfect. And it was incredible. They gave us some of the history that we got to use it for the night, I think, till about 2:00 in the morning, I believe, before we all had to skedaddle. So we were there for a really long time. But they let us tour the entire castle, and this man had built the whole thing, I guess, stone by stone. And it's like a legit castle. I think it's on a registry of some sort for castles. So we were legitimately filming in a castle for our scenes, and it just places you in there, and it just makes it more real and exciting, and I just love it.
That's awesome. We got Craig from Not Another Retro Channel in the house. What's going on, brother?
I had a good time with him in Texas one time.
Is that right?
Yeah.
And you remember it? That's even more impressive.
No, I don't remember it, but there's footage that I hope doesn't show up.
Uh-oh.
That's crazy. Thanks for all the support, guys. Simple Tristan Nonsense. We got John and Rebecca. What's going on? Look at some of my favorite Toyland to Power Con peeps. Hoping to catch up with you guys in a bit. Absolutely. Always good to see these two. Hopefully they'll jump on a little while, Dave, and we'll be able to say hi to them. Yeah, man, like this been an incredible experience right now, and I'm hoping that by the end we'll definitely be able to get the movie funded. We're very, very close right now. Runtime? No, I have no idea. Does anybody have any idea how long?
I was gonna say that's something for Dan.
Yeah, Daniel's he'd be the one to ask. So we're now at 53,955. We're so close, guys.
We need that $5.
$5.
Somebody got $5.
Yeah, like how many people donating $5 would it take?
It would be so great to see that. Guys, thank you so much for all the support, but we have a long way to go. But it's like where we were yesterday and what we were thinking yesterday. Honestly, I was like, we're going to will this into an existence if it has to happen. So we're so much closer than we were 24 hours ago. 24 hours ago, it was looking pretty weak, pretty thin. Sorry, it was looking pretty thin. But today, there's a lot of hope. I think there's a lot of we are very, very close right now, right? And as I said, as Val said, if we get funded today, there's going to be 2 PowerCons next year. That is insane. That's insane. And of course, we have to thank Brett for putting on PowerCon this year. You know, Brett, tell us a little bit about that. How did that happen? Like, how did you manage this witchcraft to bring PowerCon to life this year?
You know, me and Val got bribed by Johnny Havoc to do something, and we did something. So, you know, we tried to execute it as best as possible. I think everybody had a pretty good time, you know, so, you know, a lot of the California folks came, some of the Ohio folks came, and it was pretty rad, you know, and it had a bit of the Masters theme to it upstairs. There was a handful of intermingling toy companies as well, but, you know, it was the giving us, you know, like the Motu fans and the PowerCon crowd, giving us something to do that was a little more devoted, so it wasn't like gone again, you know, because I think everybody had that longing for the PowerCon friends that they see like once or twice every year or every other year. And that was really kind of the goal, was to kind of keep the spirit alive of the show and to keep,
you know, we did
all
it,
of
guys.
us together.
We did it. 54,000. Thank you, guys. Oh my gosh, we are so much closer now.
Sorry,
oh my gosh, sorry, Brett, keep going.
You're good, man. Like this is why we were doing part of this, was to get, you know, this funded. You know, Daniel launched at the show and did pretty good out the gate. We're just trying to wrap it up these next couple hours, make sure he gets the project funded, and you know, that's why we're all here.
What's the math now? We're so close. Whoa! It just jumped again. 54,101. You guys are awesome. Holy crap! Thank you, guys.
Cook books.
Thank you so much, guys. You are amazing. It's just toy de jour. I love it. This is just crazy. I really am humbled by the camaraderie and the generosity of people. You know, this is something of a dream come true for all us Motu fans. And you know, let's just talk a little bit of controversy here. We might as well. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So this movie is true to the source material. I think we can all agree on that. This one is very, very true to the source material. And this is just opinion. We're not trying to, you know, influence anybody or anything like that. But I am curious. I would like to see. Again, you can pass if you want. You don't have to. But I've been very vocal about how I feel about it. But what does everybody feel about the new direction of the new Master Universe movie on Netflix? Or is it Amazon? Somebody tell me where.
Amazon.
Sure,
Amazon.
Yeah. So, what does everybody think about the direction right now? Because I am one of the. And here's where I'm gonna just put it out there. I'm one of the defenders of the original Motu movie, and the fact that it went to Earth is still shut up, Brett. It's still one of the. It's still one of the. Brett and I are gonna get. We're gonna. But it's still one of the weakest parts of the movie. I'm not gonna lie about that. Yeah. But it still is one of my absolute. And I'm loud and proud about this. I love that movie. But what does everybody think about, you know, the Earth connection once again? This time around, right when the byline first came out. I'm going to say it right now. Right when the byline first came out for the movie, I was not impressed. Dave, I think you just did a wince. I'm going to throw it at you now, since you just you winced, man. You winced.
I am curious about it. I'm not stoked for it. I'm always willing to give something a chance, because you never know. You never know. That being said, I do wish it was on Eternia to start. The Earth thing is kind of a fart in the wind for me. It's just that thing of like, just move, come on. You guys got one thing. Like, just set it in Eternia.
You had one job, Dave. They had one job.
I know. Like I said, I'm willing to give it a chance. I know I'll scope it out. There's a reason that Fall of Grayskull is so damn exciting to see. So yeah, that's my way of saying it, but not saying it, I guess. So should be on Eternia. All right, Carlos.
There you go, brother. I guess, well, Mike, what's your opinion?
I mean, I'm right there with Dave. It's just, I'm okay with it being on Earth as long as it's like 15 minutes. Like, let's
Brief.
He well, yeah. I mean, ideally 0, right? But
We got
it is what it is.
We got the stopwatch going.
Yeah. I'm gonna go in with high hopes. I was actually, too bad Dad at Arms just left. I was talking with Colt, and I told him I was thinking of doing a challenge of just going to see it a week straight, whether it's epic or hot garbage. Just go once a day, 7 days, and just really nitpick the hell out of it until either I like it or I'm just so tired
Mike's
of
gonna
it.
get those Mojo box office numbers just up by himself. He's gonna,
Yeah, exactly.
He's gonna move that needle. He's gonna move that
This
needle.
movie
Like,
did $1 billion. Well, it all came from right here, right?
Nick, what about you?
Man, part of me almost like I'm trying to convince myself that maybe they're like just trolling us. They're putting out these images of Earth just to screw with
That's
us.
my thought.
And then it comes out and they're like, we know that everyone hated Earth and no one wants Earth. And I don't know. In my head, I'm trying to convince myself of that. But I'm with every He-Man fan, I think, really kind of feels the same way. But like the cat, like we said, going back to the cast, I think the cast could work. I do like that they threw in Goat Man. I like that they have a weird, obscure character thrown in there.
Yeah.
It is, and I'm hoping they surprise us with some, right? Hopefully, we're not spoiled with, hopefully they haven't said everybody or plan on announcing everybody. Yeah, Tila's costume, it's like they got the colors right, but it's not. If it changes a little bit, maybe goes.
Where are the snakes?
Yeah.
Yeah, this freaking snake armor, exactly what Mercedes had. Give us Mercedes' costume. It's like that's what we want, and it might happen. This might just be like her space travel Tila version, and
speed suit.
But I think I saw some images today of her gun, and it was like a 6-shooter revolver. I don't know if that was
what.
Yeah,
it was very fuzzy. So I don't know. It was I don't know. I think it was just like somebody.
I think it's a design choice. I think that they're just trying to be kind of clever. Maybe it has a connection to Duncan. You know what I mean? It could be anything, right? It could be
that's
like an heirloom or
my
something.
I'm like they're like, oh, it's Earth, and this was the weapons of Earth, so she's taking an Earth weapon, even though it's an old 6-shooter.
Yeah,
like in Predator 2.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
I was thinking exactly what I was thinking just now. Like literally, that came into my head just now.
Yeah.
I'm just throwing it out there though. As much negativity as there is and stuff, I'm still excited that we're getting.
Oh, I'm not.
Same.
It's okay. For those who don't know, the Dave Wonder channel and stuff is more like I try to focus a lot on positivity and everything, and it's real easy to get negative. It's real easy to shit on stuff. That being said, I'm still excited for it. It's probably gonna have some issues. Oh, there we go. Hold on,
Carlos. I was gonna say that is not allowed here, man.
Yeah, move it over a little bit.
I was like, whoa, wait a
so I
second.
can-
Whoa, Carlos, hold on.
Yeah.
It does look like a revolver. It's got that.
Pearl handled or some shit.
Like an
mother of
ivory
pearl.
pistol. Yes,
Yeah,
ivory
it's got that
pistol.
mother of pearl idea. Yeah.
I'm very excited for this though. It's frustrating from what we know, but I feel like kind of like Johnny was saying, like there's a very good chance that some of this is just them absolutely messing with us, which would be kind of great. Whoa,
that would be hilarious. If they were just trolling.
I really hope that's what they're doing because I think that would be smart for them. If that is what they're doing, though, I think they need to have a leak very soon that shows that the Earth portion of the movie is going to be like the first like 10, 15 minutes or something. Also, I think I probably speak for almost all of the fans of the property saying when we heard Jared Leto was playing Skeletor, we're like,
Oh man.
huh, okay. He could do a good job. He is a good actor sometimes, but I think he's one of the weirdest choices since John Woo announced that he wanted Nicolas Cage to play Skeletor in 2002. So
I think it's possible he pulls it off. If he gets...
Nicolas Cage definitely would have. Definitely. but yeah, Jared Leto, like I think as long as the director like reins him in and is like, yeah, you can't be too stupid. Like, yeah, I think he can do a good job. But the rest of the cast sounds freaking amazing, almost perfect.
Yeah. I love
But of course,
Brie
they don't have
Larson.
Brian Cage, so you know.
I love the Evil Lynn choice, whatever that girl's name is, playing Evil Lynn.
Is it weird that like the Leto thing hit me super weird, and I still have no idea what his performance will be. But it's also one of those weird things where like I'm really hoping it's one of those choices that just completely surprises me because
when Bruce Willis got cast as John McClane, like nobody thought, oh, this guy is going to be an action hero. Right. No, everyone like freaking booed when they saw the trailers where they were featuring Bruce Willis in this action
Michael
movie.
Keaton as Batman.
Yeah,
Michael Keaton as Batman. Perfect.
Heath Ledger as
example.
Joker.
Heath Ledger as Joker had the same issues. So yeah, I think Jared Leto. I'm really hoping he's just gonna surprise us all and be like the best Skeletor. That would be freaking great.
Right. He'll do well.
Lindsay, what are your thoughts on this new film at all?
Well, I'm gonna watch it, but I guess I kind of liken it to putting He-Man on Earth. It's like when I was here, I was a Harry Potter fan. So yes, I loved Harry Potter. I have a bunch of action figures and all the toys and memorabilia and whatnot in storage somewhere. I'm closeted Potterhead. Anyway, but it would be like reading the books and seeing Harry go to Hogwarts and then go watch the movie and he's in a schoolhouse. That's kind of, I would be disappointed.
Right.
Okay.
Oh.
Actually, show something real quick.
Really quick, Lindsay. What house are you? What house are you then?
I've never
That was going to be my question.
Ravenclaw.
Ravenclaw.
Oh, I'm Ravenclaw.
Yeah, and obviously I love Gryffindor because that's what Harry Potter and Hermione and Ron are in. But I'm not very brave at all.
I'm gonna throw it out there. I felt like a dumbass because when you said, "What house are you in?" and I was like, "Hers."
Yeah,
that's exactly what I thought too.
My brain was like, "Okay," and I was
like, not a Harry Potter fan here now, Dave.
What kind of a question is that, man?
Like, House of Dragon.
So personal.
Yeah. No. When you asked like what house are you in, I was like, that was gonna be my next question because I was told by one of my ex-girlfriends that I present as Slytherin. Like everyone thinks I'm Slytherin because I wear all black all the time, but I'm really Ravenclaw.
I love the snakes.
I'm so
snakes.
into
We had a
like
pet snake for a
researching.
while.
Oh well, yeah. Then you're crazy, but yeah.
On that note, Brett.
I have something related to that actually with the movie and snakes and things like that. So if I can do this and enjoy it instead of this, or in conjecture with, I can deal with, Hollywood, Prime, whatever, Amazon movie, and follow Grayskull or 87 or whatever you want to do.
All right, mix and
you can do
match.
whatever. You can be like Filmation, you can be like mini comics, you can be like, like DC, Star, whatever you want to do. So Yeah, I'm all in. It's Motu, baby. I eat pizza cold.
Yeah.
It's a good analogy
for it.
I'm drawing the line at pineapple though. You're
Hell
killing me.
no, man. I'll eat some pineapple.
Oh
Throw it
dear
on there.
God, Brett. Oh,
Put some
Put
spam
anything on a pizza.
Why are we friends again? I can't remember
with
anymore.
So
We
I was going to
started. You
show
are in Canada.
this.
Yeah, apparently it was invented here. I can't believe that.
This was a picture that just came up on my feed
Oh,
from the He-Man Motu movie. It's He-Man, right, with a fan, and I mean that's no Brian Cage for sure.
Yeah,
Like
electric shades.
I was.
He was
It's a good
in
picture.
some romance movie that I watched recently with Anne
Yeah, yeah.
Hathaway.
Yeah,
So that was concerning. I'm like, he needs to bulk up even more. Like that's
Was
not
that
enough,
He-Man or was that Prince Adam?
right? Well,
Well, it's the off
he's
season now,
supposed to be
right?
both,
Like,
apparently.
he's probably on He's probably on summer break. Yeah, I know that movie you were talking. It was on Netflix. Wasn't it on? Was it Amazon Prime? I think it was on, Lindsay.
One of the two, Amazon or Netflix. Like she's an older woman and he was like a young boy band guy
Yeah.
or something.
Oh,
Yeah, I remember seeing the commercials.
okay.
It looked interesting. I'm not gonna lie, right? But he was really thin in that movie compared to what he is
Hey.
now. I mean, he's bulked up quite a bit.
Is it
Yeah.
bad
He's
that
pretty strong in that.
my impulse control went to like, is this a weird live action like Alvin and the Chipmunks thing or something? Like, what's happening? Like, the imagination's a wonderful thing, folks.
True story.
Where are we at? I'm gonna change this up.
Where are you, Dave? Oh, is it no 54,126?
Okay.
Guys. Holy crap, we're getting there.
close.
Jeez.
We're getting there. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. We got how many hours we got, Dave? What did it say? 10 hours?
11 hours.
11 hours. We still got
Okay.
11 hours to go. We're
All right.
rocking it, guys. We're rocking it. So Dave, what are your thoughts? Or you already went, right?
I already did it.
Yeah.
I said I would have loved to. It should be on Eternia, but I'm still excited for it. But you know, joys of being a fanboy. Just you can sit there and go, hey, let's see what it is. Let's see what's happening.
Carlos, did you give your opinion or?
Gotta get Carlos.
No.
Oh no, he showed off the
You
gun.
want my opinion?
I want your opinion.
G-rated.
Like honestly, I mean, I don't mind like that part in Earth. Like as soon as a dream or something like that, man. Like because one of the things that I hate the most about the old movie is that Earth stuff. Pretty much, you have all the technology right nowadays to make something like in Eternia, like. So why not? Why changing stuff? And I don't like to hate on stuff, honestly, because I'm really positive about things. I'm gonna give it a chance, and everything Motu is gonna be good for the fans. I mean, regardless. But honestly, I'm just hoping that it's just like maybe like 5 minutes from the movie or something like that. Like, honestly, that's my take on that.
Well said, dude.
Yeah, and I guess I'll put into my 2 cents and say this movie's gonna be terrible. No, just no, no, seriously.
Damn it, Jake.
I haven't been shy about this. I haven't been, from the onset. And again, like I said, I'm a big defender of the original movie because I love it so much. But it's been done. You know, it's been done. And I really want to see. I really want to see Eternia for its glory. You know, we got to see Castle Grayskull, and we got to see Power Ranger Mountain. You know what I mean? We got to see those things, but we need to see Eternia, man. We need to see the Crystal Lake. We need to see all those crazy things that are happening. We need to see Snake Mountain, man. We need to see all that stuff. They were only like spoken of a little bit, right? But
that's why we need Daniel's movie.
We need Daniel's movie. Yes, that's exactly what I've been saying. I've been saying that this is the movie we need to bank on. This is the movie that we can rely on. This is the movie that the canon is here. But I will say that I am trepidly excited. I really am. I want to see a big budget film. I want to see the special effects. I want to see Battle Cat. Okay, and Daniel has Battle Cat. All right, Daniel has Battle Cat. We've seen him kinda walking. And he's got Orko. but I'm not gonna lie. I would like to see Gwildor back. I love Gwildor. Gwildor is one of the best characters ever made. No, just kidding. I love Gwildor. I do.
Can Jay play Gwildor? New online campaign.
You really like Wildor, or you're joking?
If you guys start putting money in now, Jay will be cast as Gwildor, and I will play Lubick. I will
in
play
real
Lubick.
life. I'm
Nobody will take pop shots at me, and he will, run around and mess up cars. It'll be great.
I will. If Daniel will have me, I will definitely play. I got the beard. I got the beard for it, so I'm good. I just need the
Jay. Your favorite character is Wildor.
I love Gwildor. I don't think he's my favorite character, but my favorite character is Manny Faces. Manny Faces is my favorite character of all time.
Manny Faces.
Yeah, but I love Gwildor. There's just something about him. Billy Barty, honestly, he's every scene Billy Barty was in, even in that prosthetic, Muppet face that he had, he stole every freaking scene. The scene with the scene with the cow, that was Oscar-winning performance there, man. Like seriously, that cow loved him, man. That was an amazing scene. It was like so pure, so perfect.
So talking about that, Dave, what's your favorite character in the franchise? Yep.
I also love Manny Faces. That is the one character I've been able to get every standard release version of. But,
nice.
Yeah, I love Manny Faces. Even the weird color variants. It's good times.
What about you, Mike?
I mean, I'm a He-Man guy, He-Man and Skeletor. But I do have some weird, I love Too Bad for some reason. He's probably my favorite toy, and
he was a fun toy.
Yeah. So
Nick,
I always love playing Hit Yourself with Too Bad. It was the funnest game ever.
Nick, who's your favorite one?
Well, hang on. That brings me to another point. Some of the ones that were the most fun toys were terrible characters. They're boring. They're stupid. Like Manny Faces was one of the most fun toys to play with. But
it's awesome, yeah.
They never wrote him in any of the stories, in the mini comics, in the Filmation, and in 2000X. They never had him where I was like, yeah, I believe that. It was always garbage with his storylines, but the toy was one of the best.
Nick, who's your favorite one?
Trapjaw. I love the bad guys. I really like Trapjaw, Clawful. I'm a Louisiana boy, so we just we worship crawfish down here. So ever since I was a kid, he just reminded me of crawfish.
Clawful and his cousin Crab Cakes.
So Clawful's one of my favorite, and then Mossman. I like Mossman. Is just so
if you need to pick one.
Trapjaw. Trapjaw is my favorite. Yeah.
Trapjaw.
Yeah.
What about you, Johnny?
Well, obviously Triclops, but going back to Nick's point about Trapjaw, one of the most fun things about Trapjaw was when the 2000X version came out. I remember my friend Phil, the one that I built the Triclops costume for, he was saying, Trapjaw, that design, he's almost too messed up to even be in Masters of the Universe. And I was looking at him, I was like, yeah, he looks like a freaking psycho. And
Frankenstein.
Yeah.
It's a monster. It's Frankenstein's monster.
Yeah. Yeah. But worse.
Yeah.
Oh, have you seen the freaking Mythic Legions Frankenstein's monster?
Yeah, it's right over there.
Yeah, he's great.
Oh
Which
my
one?
God.
What about you,
their
Lindsay?
figure-
Which one is
the
your
figure
favorite?
Obscura, Frankenstein's monster,
Oh, yeah.
based on the novel's description of him with the yellow skin, I really want to get that. At some point I'm gonna have to, but
He's around here
Lindsay?
somewhere.
Sorceress.
Sorceress? Nice.
That was an easy one. That was so easy.
That was an easy one. Brett,
Hey, there she is.
tell me, Brett.
Where is
Tell me,
Lindsay?
Brett, which one is your favorite?
I don't want to piss off Carlos, so I'm going to try to hone in it on one.
I mean, you can ask for your favorite toy and your favorite character.
Faker.
Oh,
It's a good choice.
Because this was my first He-Man. Faker was the first
Oh.
He-Man I got to have. I had Prince Adam, and I got Faker. I got an older brother, so he had He-Man, and he had Battle Armor He-Man, and it was like, there we go.
What is that?
Donate $5 now, everyone.
Jay, just give me a.
I'm
it
ready.
tasted good.
I'm ready.
Maybe.
That's fine. I'm owning it. That's fine. I'm doing it. Bring him
Yeah,
on.
Faker's
Bring
a
him on.
thing.
Please,
I'll, have
someone
counsel,
post-
I'll take
post
counsel
that on
with the sorceress. You know, we'll mix technology and magic together. We'll make a technomancy. It'll be perfect. Don't worry.
It's gonna be your new
Jay,
thumbnail right
There's only
there.
one of you. Only one of anyone.
Good deal.
Sorry, once something's put out there, I gotta do it. I'm sorry.
Did you get a shirt, David?
Who made that? Was that you? Who
That was me. That was
Just
me.
don't
That was,
lie.
that
Can
was
we get it as
genius.
a screensaver background?
I look 20 years younger there. It's great. It's so.
That was genius.
It's all the natural red hair.
Right?
Oh, you gotta love it. You gotta love it.
Well, my favorite character, so my favorite toy was Roboto.
Yeah.
That was my favorite toy. Triclops was my favorite character till I discovered this guy.
Oh, anti-Trinity.
Anti-Trinity He-Man. Yep.
Oh wow.
Crazy.
That thing's
This
wild.
guy.
Crazy.
This is my favorite character.
One of the only classics figures I don't have. Ah,
Really?
yeah. Someday I'm gonna get him.
Man, this is. I have all his versions. Like, I have also the German exclusive. I think. Let me see. This is the German exclusive reaction one.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Nice.
I have also the PowerCon. This is the German or this is the PowerCon? I don't know. I have the two of them.
Mothman Scareglow is a very good character.
Yeah,
It's
this
my
is the
second one. I
German.
just
This is
didn't
the
want to check
German
off
version.
Carlos.
This is
Scareglow's
the German version. This one right here. This one is the PowerCon.
Okay.
So yeah, I love the character.
Yeah, by the way, Mothman 46. Yes, Scareglow was a great figure.
Yeah, don't get me
Oh.
wrong. I also love Scareglow too.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, he's badass. He's awesome.
He is incredible. Oh my gosh, just crazy. So on that note, who's the, like, you know, since we're on the topic anyway, who's the most hated character in your repertoire? Everybody, like, who can't you stand? If
Triclops, he murdered me.
Can I start?
Lindsay started off. Okay, so Triclops murdered the sorcerer. All
Go
right,
to
Johnny.
Carlos. He seems excited. Go to Carlos.
Carlos, who's the most hated character?
Wildor.
Oh, shut the hell up.
Oh.
Man, I hate that character.
You love him, you know it, Carlos.
Oh
Don't
my
ever
God.
say things like that.
I can't
right,
stand that character.
You know you love Gwildor. It's okay.
No.
No.
It's the closet part of you. It's okay. Totally understand. We'll take a ride in my Cadillac, my pink Cadillac. It'll be fine.
Oh my God.
This took a turn I was not expecting. I'm not gonna lie.
It's got a big back seat. It's okay. We can really get to know each other, Carlos. It's all right.
Okay. I just posted that Gwildor image up on Instagram. Tagged you, Jay. Got you.
Really?
covered.
Tag me,
I'm gonna
please.
share. Did you collaborate with me? Make
I
sure to
did. I
collaborate.
think so. Hold
Oh,
on.
I'm definitely putting that one up. I'm
Hold
definitely
on.
putting that one up.
Double check.
I will play if you know, if this gets funded and Daniel will have me. I'll play Gwildor. I don't care. I'm about the right height, so it's fine.
There we go.
There we go.
Got you
All
added
right.
as a collaborator.
I'm owning it. I'm owning that one. That one's mine.
So good.
Oh, that's gonna be so much fun. Oh my
Dave,
gosh.
which one is the one you hate the most?
I'll go last. You know, Johnny and I have a lot to talk about. Mike, who's your
Who's your
most hated character, Mike, in the Motu world? If you had
That's hard. I don't really hate any of them, honestly. As a kid, as a toy, probably Zodak, because I didn't really understand him as a character. Didn't know if he's good or bad, and I don't know. He just seemed weird. And then the movie Karg, like looked like someone's grandma basically. So I was not a fan of Karg.
I know, right?
Karg was menacing.
Nick, who's your most hated character if you have one?
I would say either Mechaneck or
what?
Yeah, I mean, like his head, like what kind of power is that? You got people that can fly, and just your neck gets longer. Like
that was really
excited. You know,
surprise. Like that was a surprise.
He's a really excitable character. Come on.
Marzo's episode got robbed by Mechaneck in 2000X. You know, it's like they've been focusing on Mechaneck, and it's got Marzo, man.
As a
It's got
toy,
Marzo.
to have his neck up, you had to have his legs like.
I know, but
that
it
always
was,
bugged me as a kid, right?
You know what though? I miss action features. Seriously, like you know, I watched the commercial of the new Superman movie. I think the Spin Master toys. They have action features.
They do.
I was like, yes, you can actually like do power punches and stuff. Like I was like, oh, that's so cool. That literally brought me all the way back to Master of the Universe, and I was like,
Can't even sell him by himself.
Right?
You got to put
because he got no
everybody
freaking
wants for.
gimmick. He's not.
No, but let me tell you something. The Masterverse one is really good. That figure is really good.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I thought you had more. Sorry.
No. I have the figure, but I need to stand up and pick it up from the shelf.
Since Brett left, Dave, do you have a most hated character, or did you already say it?
I was going after that Masterverse figure since Carlos said it.
Yeah, that one. That one is beautiful.
Honestly, it stems back to being a kid, but oh god, Stondar.
Yeah. Really? Stondar, yeah.
Mainly because I remember like when I finally did get into Motu, like where like me and my friends were playing with the figures and stuff like that. One of my buddies kept on being like, "Dude, my older brother has this guy, and he's a rock, but he's a guy." And like I thought he was messing with me. I thought he was just straight up lying, and then he brought over Stondar, and I just felt dumb. So also,
you got me
never was
thinking,
able to find
do the
one, but-
meteorbs count?
Meteor?
Oh yeah,
You're
that
good.
doesn't count.
Throwing some
Yeah, they
hot
don't
work.
count.
Good
They
time.
don't count.
What about Extendar?
Dude, I loved Extendar though. He was a knight in shining armor.
Yeah.
And you could for some odd reason
Mechaneck's
pop
cousin
all of
still
his bits above the armor. Because that's what you want. I don't know.
Brett, did you have a most hated character, or you have two? He's got two.
Orko.
What?
Okay, he got redeemed in Revolution. I ended up
Yeah.
enjoying him in that.
All right.
So Orko, but there is nothing gonna make me like Snout Spout ever. And I did was like accustomed to try to make him like super badass, and it's like the dude Snout Spout sucks.
The Masterverse looks good.
Very good.
Like,
oh, he's bringing it out.
That's trying to make him look cool.
Oh, there he
Trying
is.
to make him look tough.
Wow.
That does look cool.
Holy crap!
Look, badass.
That is a bad.
That's
that is a
good.
bad- Wow.
You know.
So wait, you made that awesome custom and you still don't like him?
Yeah, he sucks.
I'll take him. Shit, that thing's cool looking.
I was like, Brett, you're hurting his feelings, man. This is the
Yeah,
vintage.
Snout
you know?
Spouts. He's my least favorite. Yeah, for sure. And Orko's close second.
But you love Wildor.
I'm a sucker for the 87 movie. Like, yeah, I like Wildor.
Yeah.
You know,
Lubick.
I love Lubick.
Lubick,
is-
yes.
Lubick's
You
the
gotta
man.
love Lubick.
We totally need.
Nobody takes pop shots at Lubick.
That's right.
Yep.
We need Mr. Strickland. Mr. Strickland. They're
Yeah.
basically the same character. You know, what I mean?
Pretty much. Yeah, just different costume, but yeah, same
James
thing.
James Tolkien. Man, what an actor! Like seriously, just an amazing actor. Holy crap!
Yeah. And
Yeah.
anytime I watch Top Gun, like his scenes are my favorites.
100%. I'm totally in on that. I'm with you. 100%.
Yeah.
Ooh, no.
So Johnny, you want to go first, and then I gotta go, or like who's your most hated character?
Yeah, I'll go. There was one character that like it was an unmade character that I can't remember what the hell. It was like this white like Sheik or something like that. And I hated that one, but like since he wasn't made, like I'm not gonna go to that. I was trying to look him up in the Masters of the Universe character guide, but like I can't remember what his name was. So I'm gonna go back to when I was a kid. When the Evil Horde debuted, I was like, what is this? Like, I hated Hordak. I hated the fact that they made.
I thought you were gonna
like,
go Montana.
no. Hordak, because it was like he's like Skeletor, but more Skeletor. He's like Skeletor Extreme. I'm like, no, like Skeletor was fine how he was. Like they tried to do the whole Snake Man thing, and I was like, yeah, they're kind of cool. But like, yeah, Hordak, I'm like, no, he's too much like just a replacement Skeletor, and they made him bigger and badder, and I'm like, no, I don't like that at all. Now, looking at Hordak, I'm like, he's actually a completely different character. So he doesn't feel like a replacement. Because like when I was a kid, like I even thought like She-Ra, I was like, oh yeah, it's He-Man, but it's a girl. And so, like, when you're thinking about it like that, like, She-Ra's a terrible character if you're looking at it through the eyes of an 8-year-old or whatever I was when that came out. And like, now I see She-Ra as like, no, yeah, that's, like, it's not like two sides of the same coin, but it's something along those lines. Where, she brings out different aspects of the power of Grayskull than He-Man did. And so, like, I can totally appreciate her as being, like, a great original character. And, like, you know, the whole, like, oh, the sorceress mind-wiped people in Eternia so they wouldn't remember there was this lost princess. And I'm like, that seems a little bit lazy, but yeah. She has become one of my favorite characters. So yeah, and Hordak as well. Like I think Hordak's origins as just a bigger and badder version of Skeletor to what he's become now. Like that's been a lot of character development that has helped me really accept him as a great villain.
I'm really glad Matt made him the gray and not the blue. Like gray Hordak, I like it, even though it's we're kind of filmation, but dipping into the toy line. I much prefer the gray version of Hordak.
I agree, and that's one of the things I'm wondering about Rebecca's costume for Glimmer is like I love like the original Glimmer figure had like these silver leggings, and like it looked so cool because metallic paint on an action figure always makes it look better. But like in Filmation, they were blue leggings, and I'm like, oh, what if we mixed the two and did like have you seen like the liquid metal fabric they use for like dance and stuff like that? It looks like chrome, but it's flexible and stretchy and stuff like that, and that's what I use for my Mighty Spectre costume.
Very cool. Real quick, Johnny. Sorry to cut you off real quick. Lindsay actually has to get going, so I just want to throw it over to her so that she can let folks know how they can find her on social media, all that fun stuff. If she wants to plug anything. So, Lindsay, the floor is yours. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate all the support that you all have given us. And I hope that I can wake up in the morning and see that it is completely funded and we get to get started on making this movie. I'm Lindsay Minch on social media. That's it. MENCHE. That's me. And thank you guys.
Hell yeah. Thank you so much for stopping by, Lindsay.
Thank you.
Bye, Lindsay.
And Lindsay, before you go, I got to say, I know you were there when we were filming the first, Fall of Grayskull, but like I don't even remember talking to you. Like it was such a crazy schedule. Like I think we probably did talk, but like I don't remember it. So like,
thanks.
But your performance, I remember.
Well, I killed you.
Your performance was fucking amazing.
Yeah.
But like, Yeah, in person,
Okay,
like I
then.
swear, I know I talked to you, but I don't remember any of it. It was such a crazy schedule.
I did a lot of watching you.
Yeah.
You were phenomenal, by the way.
Thank
You're
you. Thank
absolutely
you.
excellent.
That was my favorite role that I've played ever. So like, yeah, thank you. I had a lot of fun on Fall of Grayskull, and even just doing the short teaser for part 2 like was a lot of fun. So, and by the way, you said like, you know, if it gets funded, no, it's gonna get funded. Yeah,
Yes, I'm going to wake up tomorrow morning and I'm
gonna be
going to hear that we're about to start filming this, and it's going to be
Right.
phenomenally amazing, and we're all going to
Yep.
get back together, and it's going to be incredible, and I'm going to be so excited. So
It's gonna be great.
yeah.
Thank you, Lindsay. Have a great night.
Thank
you.
Good night, Lindsay.
See ya. Boink.
And the sausage fest. The sausage fest is back. We're back to sausage.
We're back. All right. Who wants that Eternian sausage?
Good Lord, Johnny.
All right,
Anyway.
so
with a cup of tea, Johnny, with a cup of tea.
So we're getting there, guys. We're getting there. 54,186. It's just a matter of time. Guys, thank you again for all the support. This is absolutely fabulous. You guys are incredible. We will wake up tomorrow morning and we will see that the film
It'll
is going to
be a good day.
I
Real
hope
quick,
that-
I will be right back. I need to check on something upstairs real quick. So Jay, I'm going to leave the stream in your very capable hands. I will
All
be
right,
back.
throw up the. I know, right? Throw up. Dave, can you throw up the screen as well so I can move things around if I need? There we go. All right, so I guess I will talk about who my most hated figures in the Master
Right.
Universe.
Oh,
Toy du jour actually has a good point. I forgot about the meteorbs. Those things are ridiculous, man. Who here remembers the meteorbs? I barely remember those things. Brett's got his hand up. Mike.
Sadly, I do, of course.
Sadly, he does. Nick, do you remember the meteorbs?
No, I mean I know what they are, but I don't remember them from when I was a kid.
Johnny, do you remember the meteorbs?
I never had any, but like I remember them, and I'm like, oh, they're trying to go into Transformers territory, and like they look sort of stupid. Like I didn't like them at all, but like I think that's another one of those things where it's like in the hands of the right director, I think they could be made to be something great.
They had one episode of Master Universe, and the way Filmation portrayed them was just I don't know who the director was, but he made them they made them gigantic. Like the meteorbs were bigger than like He-Man scale. They were bigger than anybody. I think they gave Titanus I think they give Titus a run for his money. I think and it was crazy. But that's not my most hated character actually. Believe it or not, my most hated characters are what's it called? Rotar and Twistoy.
Oh,
Rotor and
yeah.
Twister?
It's a good call.
Really?
Too.
I cannot stand those two.
They never.
I
they
mean,
never
that's
spun.
another one that was, based on a gimmick. So, like, yeah, like when I was a kid, like I was looking at those, I was like, that's a dumb idea, and they didn't stay spinning no matter how you did it. So.
No, and they could you can't even display them properly. You know what I mean?
No.
Like
Yeah.
they didn't have a base which you could put on them. Like I guess I
The
suppose they did.
the Moto classic ones were good.
The classics.
So there's
The
so
classics I like. I bought
Carlos
those.
has the thing, and Johnny, both of you, that makes sense. Why? Because you can put feet on them, right? Like they have some mystical transformation gimmick or whatever the heck that was supposed to be. But the original ones were absolutely stupid. Like I remember seeing the commercial. I'm like, what the hell is that? And I was like, no, I draw the line there. I love all the goofiest characters in Master Universe, but Twistoy and Roto, I was like, come on, man, this is just sad. Like seriously.
But that was in the era of Stone Door and Rock On, where they were trying to make things that were almost like other toy lines mixed in, and like I kind of get what they were trying to do as far as expanding the lore, but yeah, I feel like that was a clumsy attempt.
I still kind of like Stone Dar and Rock. I remember the first time I saw them.
Yeah.
it was around the same time. If I'm remembering this incorrectly, somebody help me here. Weren't the GoBots Rock Lords around the same time? So I actually had this weird thing where I was kind of like mixing the two together, because I could have sworn that the Rock Lords from GoBots were almost the same thing, and I wondered how they existed at the time, because there was definitely something going on. There was even a Rock Lords movie. I don't know if anybody remembers that, but there was a GoBots Rock Lords movie. Look it up. It's
they
crazy.
Look similar to the Inhumanoids also.
That's true, right? So there was a whole bunch of
different... I had one of the Inhumanoids, the one that looked like a tree. Yeah.
Inhumanoids were if you think about the type of, they were getting really dark around that time. It was like Spawn before Spawn, because if you think about like Decompose, man, he was like a character that should not have existed. Like there was an episode in the Inhumanoids where I think he transformed some girl into, like, he decomposed this woman. I was like, what? I remember that freaked me out, man.
Inhumanoids was great.
That was crazy. That was like horror filled. I don't know why anybody hasn't picked up Inhumanoids. I think Inhumanoids would be a great a great toy line to actually resurrect. I think it's just because of the size.
And also, like, something like that would be great if Hollywood picked it up and decided to make a movie about these just ridiculous, crazy things. Yeah, I think that'd be cool.
I think I will see that, like, I think like more realistic will be like one of these like Japanese anime companies doing something like that.
Yeah.
Like an animated film or something like that.
I don't doubt it. But I'm just saying it's such a missed opportunity, because it definitely is one of those properties right now which you could easily turn into a horror, type of thing. You could really take it really, really dark.
But who owns that?
That's
Sunbow owned it, and then what, Hasbro Sunbow?
Yeah, wasn't it Kenner? Wasn't it Kenner product?
It might have been Kenner.
Who actually had it? It was somebody. For sure.
Humanoids.
I thought, yeah. So who's somebody can look that one up. I'm pretty sure.
I'm looking.
Yeah. So let's see here. Alternative Mind says it was a Mattel chasing Hasbro due to the popularity of Transformers. I'm thinking you're talking about Rock Lords. Sorry,
probably.
no,
Hasbro and Sunbow. Yeah.
Hasbro.
It was Hasbro, really.
Hasbro and Sunbow. Yep, Sunbow Animation.
Holy crap! Yeah. So, like, why are they holding on to it? Like, they keep holding on to these legacy properties that they could totally resurrect. I'm telling you, that would be definitely one. It's kind of a repressed memory for some people, but I guarantee you put that on screen, people are gonna love. Whoa, what is that? Sorry, Johnny. I wish I could zoom in on, but I don't have control.
Okay.
A lot of it's gonna be like, so they just finished the Voltron movie live action. So if that does well, Masters of the Universe does well, then you'll start to see these like obscure 80s cartoons, I would think, come out of the woodworks.
Hanna-Barbera.
They finished up filming that, Mike?
Yeah, they just I just saw on Instagram they posted they finished filming for.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I don't know. Like, like these companies like Nacelle, that they're like taking all these like weird properties. Like, why they don't make like the Herculoids? Thondar the Barbarian.
Yeah,
I would love to see Thundar.
My Thor.
My door. Yeah. There we go.
Oh, hi, John.
Hey guys.
My boyfriend.
Hey, how's everything?
Johnny,
what's going
on, Johnny?
I'm not gonna stick around long. I'm on my phone, so I don't know how good the connection is. I'm at my work.
Oh.
You have a job?
I can tell by the speed suit that you're wearing.
Yeah, exactly. I get to dress like Michael Myers at my job.
There you go.
But I just wanted to say thanks, Jay. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Brett. Thanks, everybody who's supporting. It's awesome. It's awesome seeing you guys.
Heck yeah.
No, of course.
Trying.
Like, this is what we do. This is what we're here for. Right?
Climbing.
This
I know, that's awesome.
Make it. And thank you, John, for and Rebecca for squeezing that little information out of Val. If we, we make it, right? If we make it,
you're gonna do it.
You're gonna get another PowerCon, 2 PowerCons in 1 year.
Right.
I knew he was gonna do it. Whole time.
Yeah, he's dangling that carrot.
I knew that.
Yeah.
I was thinking carrot. Whole time.
Brett's got inside information though. That's inside trading. You can't be doing that.
That's one of those. It's like, well, thanks, but weren't you gonna do that anyway?
I don't care. No, that's not what he said. He said he's doing it, and it's only because of this movie.
That's not what he said on live TV.
That's right. He said that only if this movie gets made.
Right.
That's what he said.
Yeah. Right.
Well, and obviously this movie's getting made. So like,
100%.
yeah.
We're doing
Yeah,
it.
we're
doing
gonna
it.
I know,
see
it's
John
awesome.
McDonald
It's awesome.
as Bo.
We're doing it.
Just saw someone-
No. I found a replacement bow. I found a much better bow.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Really?
Yes.
Whoa.
I'm a little out of the loop then.
Yeah.
Eric
Anyway, guys,
Harrington posted
That dude
that
got
he's gonna-
Instagram. The dude that played Duke, has he got Instagram?
I think he does. I think he does. Yeah, he's awesome.
You guys aren't going to complain about this Bo. He's like jacked. He's good looking. He can do a mustache. Got good facial. Everything that John is not, this guy is totally.
Exactly. And he works at medieval times, so he does stunt work. He can ride horses.
Nice.
So he's got some choreography. Yeah.
She has a little jawline.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's got that cocky attitude, like, hey, yeah, what's up? You know. That's a little too Keanu Reeves, but you know what I mean. He's got the attitude.
Yeah, got real muscles, not foam muscles. This will be good.
Right.
I'm just throwing it out there. In the course of what was it, 6 hours? It's gone up over $4,200 essentially.
Yeah.
Nice.
No, it's almost $1,000 an hour.
It is incredible. It is incredible.
I wish I was making that.
Right?
Right.
I think everybody wishes they were making it. One more time though, Dave, let's remind everybody how they can pledge. Guys, if you haven't already, please head over to Kickstarter and do a search on where are we now right now, Dave?
Here we go. I just dropped the link into the chat. It is also linked in the video description below, at least over on my channel. But yeah, go over and check it out. Go to Kickstarter, search for Fall of Grayskull 2 relaunch. Again, you know how to back stuff on Kickstarter. It's been around long enough. I don't want to walk through one by one by one by one. But please go over there, donate some money, help a kick-ass project. Let's make a really, really good, very good He-Man film. Sorry.
Right.
The best He-Man film. It's going to be the best He-Man film.
Yeah, we're gonna make sure it's not just a good one; it's the best.
I didn't.
And on that note, we're only $5,300 away from our goal, guys. This is
nice.
Yeah,
this is
so
crazy.
we've got this. Yeah.
This is crazy because 12 hours ago, as Dave said, we've what was the number again, Dave? Like
well, 5 hours ago.
5 hours ago,
there, we were at 50K. Or not, yeah.
And 12 hours ago we were at 45K. So
Yeah,
think about that. This has
Nice.
just been an incredible run. No matter what. And it just went up. 54,221. Thank you guys. Oh my gosh, we are inching along here. It's gonna happen. This is going to happen, guys. This is
I don't know if I'm allowed to give away free passes to toy shows if people back. I don't know how that works.
That is, you know what? Thank you, Brett. We will get in touch. We will get in touch with people. We'll do a
I
draw.
messaged Daniel. He never got back to me. So I mean,
We'll do a draw. Like once it's backed, we will 100% do a draw, courtesy of Joe Lanta, which is coming up. You know what? Talk to us a little bit about Joe Lanta, Brett. What's happening with Joe Lanta? Like we want to know.
well, we're open for vendor registration. We're over 50% sold out on that, and I got to get some things with some of the toy companies that are going to be signed along. It'll be pretty fun. We have some custom stuff going on. We're gonna have a guest or two. I think the only one that I can actually say is coming is D Amazing, because I've got that pretty much confirmed. But we're gonna have several. Oh, Michael Charles Hill, he's also confirmed. So
Nice.
We'll have him out there too. But there'll be more. There'll be more to come. There'll be posts and all that, and pretty much everyone that's on this live right now in the whatever you call it. You guys are all invited. Every one of you guys, come on out.
In the
whatever you call this technology screen right here.
You're casting a spell over everybody.
This is the table of round. The table of round.
The table of round, which I mean, most of you guys were going to show up anyway, but the ones that weren't, like Dave and maybe Attorney Royalty, like come on out.
I've never been to Atlanta.
I just got to make sure I'm not booked out elsewhere, because that's the only reason I missed Toylanta this year was I was across the country.
Excuses are great. I love them.
Hey man, I got to go where I got to sign the contract. All right.
Hey man, I understand. I mean, I got the contract.
You know what,
signed,
Dave?
too.
We should go to Jolanta and we should show off, the El Dragoon. You know, your new cover, what you're doing, and
hey, you know what? Do you want to tease it?
Let's see it. Let's see it, Dave. Let's see it. But before you tease it, Dave, before you tease that, Dave, I want to give a shout out to the time scales. Grego, good to see you, brother. Grego, if you're just joining us because you just popped in, Dave, can you flash out the thing I want to tell everybody about the Kickstarter again. So, Grego, help us help a brother out. No, the Kickstarter. The Kickstarter.
Sorry.
There it is.
Grego, help a brother out. Tell everybody we only got 10 hours to go.
Wildor, the Kickstarter.
About the Kickstarter.
Jay will
Grayskull
is Gwildor.
We only need $5,300 to go, Grego. I would love it if and of course I will play Gwildor. I will play Gwildor, the inventor, and Locksmith inventor. If everybody could please share, please, everybody. Everybody's in the chat, guys. Please share this out. We have 10 hours to go, and Dave's already mentioned it. We already raised almost $6,000 in the last few hours. Like, this can happen. We only need $5,300 to go. This is gonna happen. This is gonna happen. This is not can happen. This is gonna happen. If everybody in the chat could just share this out on all your social media and just like I just posted something. If you guys want to go on my, there he is. There's the man himself. Is that the new head? Is that the new head, Carlos? That is the
ramen.
That is the ramen head.
Yeah, that's a ramen head.
It looks so nice.
And this is Hordak X sword.
Oh, love Hordak MX. Those guys are crazy. And guys, if you could please share,
not ramen.
And if everybody could please just share the links, we would really appreciate it, because we're so close. We are so close. And if everybody just puts this on their social media, Twitter, Facebook, sorry, what is it called now? X, Facebook, Instagram, everywhere, please, guys. We only have 10 hours to go, and every little bit counts. So thank you so much, guys. Yes, Grego, it is a fan film, and we need every little bit. Literally, if everybody just put in $10, I'm telling you, we would be there already. But guys, thank you so much. Well, it's so humbling knowing that we've been able to reach this level, but we need a little bit more. So thank you, guys.
Yeah, we just need to get the word out, and because that's the thing, is that there's so many great perks that are offered at the Kickstarter, like
the
I mentioned
lunchbox
before. Yeah, the freaking lunchbox.
The lunchbox is my favorite by far.
And there's the Orko plushie, and there's the stickers.
The Orko plushie hadn't been unlocked.
Yeah, but that's the thing, is that we have all these things that we can unlock, and so if we get some more donors, it's like, hey, I want a T-shirt and I want a copy on Blu-ray and blah blah blah. It's like every little bit is going to help us get to those things that we see there that have not been unlocked yet. And we've got a few hours left. It's time. Donate now, please.
Yes, please donate now, guys.
And also share the link. If you don't have enough money to donate right now, we get it. Like, money's tight right now. But if you just share this, you're going to help us make this movie.
Yep. And there are a whole bunch of different rewards too. I mean, you can claim several different rewards, like the comic book.
You have a comic book.
Grayskull, Rise of the Horde.
Yeah, that's nice
for $15.
The action figure upgrades for your Origins figures.
Yep.
Those are great.
Yep. The sticker set. You can pick that one up. The mini poster. Yep. There's so many different ways to. There's going to be a digital screener, right? So you can actually watch it on any digital device that you have. I love the T-shirts. The T-shirts look freaking amazing. Johnny, you have a T-shirt, don't you? Like,
I'm gonna go get it.
Yeah. I mean, these are just beautiful. Look at She-Ra right there. We got He-Man right there, right? We got the CD soundtrack. There's going to be a full CD soundtrack of this. $40 if you pledge on that one. And, of course, the DVD. Who doesn't want the DVD? Guys, and the Blu-ray. Guys, there's so many ways to support. This one, though, I think is going to be the most popular.
It's going to be popular.
This one's going to be hugely popular. Custom
Actually
hero figure.
that one up.
This one's going to be of Brian Cage himself. Can you believe that, guys? This is going to be crazy. Now, this is just a head and the straps, right? Right?
Yes,
Carlos?
correct.
That's right.
You place them on the Origins box.
That's so good. And basically, Brian's body is a He-Man figure. If nobody hasn't seen it,
that harness that harness matches Johnny's harness perfectly.
Absolutely, that's exactly that's the idea. The harness itself, as well as the head, that is the version of He-Man that we want. So, and then of course, eventually it hasn't been designed yet, but there is going to be a Mercedes variable coming soon. It hasn't been designed yet, but it will be there. And then we have the full-size posters at $70. We're going to have the Matt O'Toole version. These are awesome.
Oh, God.
I'm loving this. We're even going to have Daniel Benedict himself. It's going to be so great. And, of course, there's a whole collection you can pick up, the DVD, the CD, the soundtrack, the comic. There are so many ways to support and pledge. And, guys, please check out the Kickstarter. We really appreciate all your support. You guys are awesome. And we're going to make this happen, guys. This is coming. It's not even... Not even a question anymore. We are almost there. We just need a little bit more. And if everyone could just share on their social media, we are going to make this happen. This is going to be the greatest Master Universe fan film of all time. That's I have to say it that way. Unfortunately, I still think.
I agree with you. I agree with you.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be amazing. So huge shout out to everybody. This is going to be awesome.
Yeah, thank you, everyone. Everyone who's contributed. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Carlos. Carlos has to go.
Yeah. So, hey, thank you so much for having me. And guys, go to the Kickstarter. We need to make this happen. I mean, it's gonna happen tomorrow. I'm gonna wake up and with the good news that this is totally funded, and we're gonna have the best Masters of the Universe movie ever. So just go there, go to Kickstarter, follow Grayskull 2. Go donate, back up the project, buy some action figures. You're gonna have some cool upgrades for your Origins, comic books, DVDs, digital. I mean, just go there and support this project because it's not just about the project, but the good people behind this project. So there you go, guys. Just go ahead.
Do it.
Thank you, Carlos. Thanks for coming on, man. And
Carlos, how can people reach you? What are you working on right now?
Well, you know, guys, I'm the Badass Reviews on Instagram for toy photography, toy news. On YouTube, Badass Reviews for all action figure reviews. And also, we have our project that is right now in pause because of all the craziness right now, but we're working behind the scenes right now with From the Realm.
From the Realm, yeah.
Yep. So, actually, Jorge is going to be next weekend on Monster Palooza. So we're gonna be promoting the toy line there.
Oh yeah, dude!
Excellent. We'll see you soon, Carlos. Thank you so much for being here tonight,
Thank you so
brother.
much, guys.
Always great to see
Carlos.
You. Take care. Bye.
Guys, please follow the Badass Reviews on Instagram. He's got a great toy photography, and of course on YouTube. And check out the Thundercats Classics and Toy Addicts. These guys are doing amazing work. Thank you, Carlos. Have a good night.
Great night, guys.
Could you throw up the Mythic Dolphin comment? Because I think a lot of people would like to know how long will this film be and how long is the first one. So not too sure how long this film will be, but it will. I think I don't know, Johnny. I think we can say it's probably going to be longer than the first film. The first film, its runtime was 33 minutes and 8 seconds. So it was a substantial short film. It's not like a 15-minute short film. This was a very long film. So I imagine that. Well, Nick, Johnny, do you guys have any insights on that, like at all? Or?
I think it would probably be 30 to 45 minutes, huh, Johnny? I think that's
probably that's what Daniel has said to me. I'm actually responding in the chat right now.
There we go.
So Mythic Dolphin, she's the savior of many Kickstarters, and we love her. But yes, the film itself will probably be around probably anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes, and that is a pretty long short film. That's amazing.
Yeah,
real quick, I'm going to toss it over to Brett. He's got to head out.
Yeah, I'm going to charge my battery. I don't know how long you guys are going to be on, but my laptop's dying, so let me get out of here. And if you guys are still on, once it's charged, I'll pop back on.
All right.
All right. Thanks, Brett. Appreciate it,
Y'all
brother.
be good.
You too, man. Take it easy.
Yeah. Then
so, guys, Joel Anta's coming up in a couple of months, probably in September, I believe. And Brett is busy going crazy with that one. And, of course, we love Brett. Brought us PowerCon this year, at least a spiritual PowerCon. And it was a blast being there and meeting all the fans and having a great old time. Saw Johnny
karaoke.
There, saw Nick. So it was great. What did you guys think of this year's PowerCon? Was it how did you guys enjoy it?
I loved it, man. It wasn't the full on PowerCon where it's focused all on Masters of the Universe, but like, man, so many independent toy companies checking out Carlos's stuff, man. That From the Realm, his little prototypes that he had there look incredible. It's like, man, there's endless. There's the Brutal Realm. There's just
everything.
Savage Crucible, the horse. Like, man, like if you haven't been to Toyland, that is. If you're a toy collector and you haven't been to Toyland, you're like totally missing out.
Right.
It's incredible.
It was
this year was my first time there, and it was amazing.
Yeah, I've been 3 times now. Yeah, it's worth the drive for sure for me. Just meeting up with everybody. It's really well organized. Brett does an amazing job, and and then there's all like on top of the amazing convention. There is Second Chance Collectibles that's like right outside of Atlanta. That is possibly the best toy store. It's definitely the best toy I've ever been in. Like that place is like a freaking museum.
I'm going to throw it out there too. So I actually went to school down in Savannah, Georgia, and there's an amazing place down there called Planet Fun. And if you ever get the chance to go to Savannah, hit up Planet Fun. You will find plenty of treasures.
Really?
It started as just a little spot, and within the 2 years that it was open while I was down there, it expanded, and now it has a comic shop across the street. So they have all their comics across the street and all their toys in one building now. So it's nuts. But,
nice.
Yeah.
So I just had FOMO. I didn't go.
What?
I was just saying I had FOMO. I didn't go, so I didn't. Unfortunately.
I was in Omaha for a show that I was booked on, but I had a bunch of friends there, and they all loved it. Yeah, Toy du Jour. They opened up a second store. Isn't the second store just comics though? Maybe I misunderstood that one, but yeah.
This has just been an amazing evening, and we still got a long way to go. But honestly, I want to thank everybody who's been pledging and making this dream happen. I mean, we are not that far away now. We're at 54,256. When did that happen? Thank you guys.
Just pumped up.
Thank you guys. You are making this dream a reality, and it's really too bad that Daniel isn't here tonight. He was totally wiped. He did a full 12-hour stretch. So, I mean, I don't think he has even woken up yet. I think he's actually still in bed.
12 hours? Come on, man.
I know. Between Dave and myself, we're kind of like, whatever.
That's because we're idiots.
Also remember, Daniel Benedict has 4 kids. So,
yeah.
Oh. Dave's like, whatever, man.
That changes it.
Jay, you must have been able to get a little power nap in today, huh?
You talking about me?
Yeah, you.
No, I don't, dude.
You don't nap,
seriously,
huh?
this is like Tuesday for me. This is what it is. Some people accuse me of not stopping of streaming. That's what they accuse me of. If it has to be done. It has to be done.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, Vaz Zone is in the house. What's going on, guys?
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
The dynamic duo themselves. Good to see you guys. We are going to make it, guys. We're going to make it. This is going to be an epic movie, and we are so grateful to all you guys for being here tonight. Thank you guys so much for everything. Yeah, guys. So, what is everybody working on though? Like, we haven't really dive too deep into what you guys are up to. Johnny, what are you working on right now?
Well, I'm working on the Mantenna costume, like the leather vest. I'm making it out of leather because that's how I work usually. I took a pause on that for a while after the first Kickstarter campaign. I was trying to make it, trying to get it ready and everything. And then that one didn't go through, so I was like, okay, I'll work on some other stuff. And like now I've got to pick it back up again. So working on it's a leather cuirass based on the 2000X staction of Mantenna, but with a couple of hints from the classics version. So yeah, and I'm trying to be conscientious about making it so that it is movable, I guess, like, where like I can like stretch around and move all weird like I think Mantenna should move. So yeah, it's been a bit of a challenge, but I'm getting back into it and it's gonna be awesome. Like right now it looks ridiculous, so I'm not gonna show you what it looks like right now, but like when you see it in the movie, it's gonna be awesome. So Mantenna all the way. I have the mask done.
Nice.
I gotta see how you're gonna do the 4 legs though. I think that's gonna be a really.
I have a proposal. Yeah, I have a proposal for that. And I don't think Daniel would be too upset about me sharing what my proposal is. But like, most of the shots are probably gonna be waist up, so I'll just be able to do that normally in the costume with the mask on and then everything. But for the shots where we need, the full body, I want to find another actor who is roughly my same size and build, and we're just going to be strapped together back to back. So, like, imagine a shot of like, the two of us back to back, where from the waist up, the other actor is going to be wearing like just a green suit, so he can be keyed out. And like, us like, like crouched in like a hallway or something like that, and then like slowly standing up. And like I said, once you key out the other actor, like I think that will look really cool and really creepy. So yeah, also that'll allow for some cool stunts and stuff like that, like standing on 2 legs while kicking with the other 2 legs or something like that in a fight scene. So we'll see where we go with it, but that's my plan.
That's awesome.
What's up,
Nick,
Eric? Eric Perryman, he hung out
there he
with
is.
us at the booth a lot at Toyland. It was awesome. Yeah, there he is.
Did you see his earlier comment where he said, "This will be funded. I will cover what's left"? I was like, "Oh, okay."
I did not see that.
Eric,
nice.
That would be awesome, but
Eric, I hope that's a
I
true
think we'll be
commitment.
okay. I think we'll be okay, Eric.
Yeah.
Oh, Eric, it's you if you become a whale for us, Eric, that would be very appreciated. But I think we'll be okay. So
yeah, I think we've got this. I think Eric, as awesome as that is, like I really think that even just with the nickel and dime donators, like I think we're gonna get it.
You know what? It's not about nickel and diming. It's about what people can afford, and we appreciate
right.
Not that John. That's not what Johnny implied. That's
Yeah,
not what it was.
I didn't mean that to sound as disparaging as it did, but like, yeah, like,
no.
If you can only afford to donate $5, that $5 is really appreciated by us.
Yes, 100%.
Because
it's only because
every little bit helps.
Yeah, and again, it's all about everybody's means. Whatever everybody's capable of, we really appreciate it at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Because no matter what, that $1, as I said earlier, if everybody just donates $10, we'd be done right now. We guarantee it 100%. But we get it. Like food's hard to come. Like food's hard to put on your table right now. It's freaking crazy. It's
Yeah,
freaking
everything's
great.
so expensive. Gas is expensive. I live in California, so gas is like stupid expensive here. It's like, you know,
Mhm.
$5.50, and you're like, really? I need a gallon of gas. Screw this.
Yeah.
But yeah, that said, one of the great things about working with Daniel Benedict is that, like, for the first film, we had $12,000. $12,000. That sounds like a lot if you're not a filmmaker, but if you're a filmmaker, you're like, that's not even the catering budget.
No.
And
when I saw you guys pull off for
Yeah.
12 grand, I
Yeah.
was gobsmacked. I was like, this is impossible. How did these
Yeah.
guys do it?
Yeah,
This is
and that's
literally
one
impossible.
of the great things about Daniel is, like, he partly because of like who he includes, like the talent that he enlists for his projects, he can take $10,000 and make it look like 100,000. It's ridiculous. He's so good. If you don't believe me, go watch The Bloody Man. Like, I don't remember what the budget for that was, but like it was stupid low, and it looks amazing. So yeah.
Nick, speaking of your work, what are you working on right now?
Well, I got a couple of customs that I finished up behind me that I can show y'all. Aside from the Roboto costume, I've been obsessing about customizing the Mythic Legions lately.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice. That looks amazing.
So I've been practicing my.
Ooh.
What?
Is that paint?
This is pigment powder. So
Okay.
it glows a lot. It's a brand called Culture Hustle, and yeah, I it's kind of I found a way. Like, if you try to paint it on, it globs up a lot and it doesn't really look good. So the way I started doing it, I would put spray sealant on there while it's still wet. I would sprinkle the pigment powder on top of there, so it kind of it would smooth out some. But also put like translucent green ink on top of it, so that when it's not glowing, it still has like a, you get like highlights and shadows of the sculpts.
That's
nice.
So yeah, he came out good. I did a lizard man.
Narc claims dibs. We've been over this, Narc. You can't do that.
And I did a lizard man. It's a little on the nose, but like these Savage Crucible lizards are just so freaking good.
Shit, that looks
great. I had to do a lizard man.
Yeah, he looks so cool.
He's got his little hood. I've been working on my soft goods.
He's definitely coming to the cartoon collection. We got to get him. He looks so good.
He was pretty big in the cartoon. He probably will. And
Nick?
then
sorry.
This one doesn't look like I did a lot to it because, a lot of the parts were, I got like the orange suit, but I added a lot of little details to do like a cosmic man at arms.
Okay.
Nick, I'm just putting it out there. I do a custom stream every Tuesday called Shop and Shop. You should come on and have some fun.
Sure, yeah, I'd love to.
There you
go. I don't get to do as many customs as I like. I mean, like, they're so time consuming, and then whenever I do them, like I always have to do a He-Man one, and so it's like when you're doing character specific, it seems like it always takes that much longer because you got to get the right parts and everything. But aside from that, just working on Roboto, it's like I see the trailer and it looks good, but when I see that the stretchy chrome suit bunched up, it like I can't stand that. So I'm working on adding my heart. I've got a glowing heart that you can't have a Roboto without a heart. So
which looks awesome.
What's that?
That looks awesome.
Oh yes, thank you.
Yeah. So you told me about it when we were at Toylanta, but like actually seeing it in action, I'm like, holy shit, people are gonna freak the fuck out.
Thank you. So yeah, just upgrading the costume. that's that's really going to be my focus. I'm not going to mess with. I don't have time to mess with customs or any of that. It's just it's all about robotic now. So just making it more functional and look better.
Oh yeah.
Eric was asking what your customs channel was again.
Oh, just check out Dave Wonder on YouTube, and yeah, every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, Chop and Shop is live. We've had amazing folks come by. Corey from Casting Cave is a regular on there. Robo's popped by quite a few times. My buddy Hypno Hustler Customs is on there. All kinds of fun folks stop by. So
awesome. I just subscribed too. Sweet, man.
Heck yeah, man. Yeah. Stop by, have some fun. We're cooking on it with gas on the Kickstarter. It's going. Can't wait.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, also, oh no, never mind. I thought I had found. No, I think this is. I just found an image of the Fall of Grayskull Sorceress. I had actually found it earlier, but I then switched screens. But because you were talking about the headdress earlier.
Oh yeah, that thing.
Yeah,
that was. Yeah, it's beautiful. I love the gradient that Angela put on there.
It's the cartoon come to life, to be sure. Sorry, Nick, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
Oh, that's all good. You didn't really cut me off, but I do think I'm gonna bounce. I only got a couple hours sleep last night, and I work today. So
plug everything.
On Instagram, I'm Nick Dubes Creations. That's really about it. And that's all you need to follow me on. Facebook, Nick Dubason. But I'm not. I usually keep that deactivated. I've got it active now just to promote the movie. But at the end of the Kickstarter, I'll probably deactivate it. But just. Hoping to wake up tomorrow and be very happy. Hopefully I can go to sleep. I'm sure I'm just gonna be tempted all night to check my phone and see where we're at. But
resist.
Yeah,
we're gonna make it happen, Nick. Don't worry. Go to bed. Get some sleep.
Dave, everybody, thank you so much for having me on and for promoting this. I mean, we can't thank you enough. You guys have done so much. So Eric, good to see you. Craig in the comments, everybody that hung out. Thank y'all for staying up.
Yeah, dude.
And Dubes, before you go, thank you for calling me earlier today. You don't know how much that meant to me. Like hearing from you, I was like, hey, Roboto's calling me.
Yeah.
It's so cool. So thank you.
I called Johnny on my way home from work. I'm like, what do you think, man? Are we gonna make it? Are you freaking out?
Freaking out.
Yeah. So
I will also be right back. The dogs are barking, so I got to let them out real quick.
All right. Throw up the screen symbol. All right. So Nick, thanks so much. Dave, we'll see you in a bit. And Mike, what are you working on, brother?
See y'all.
What am I working on? I don't really do much work. I'm not talented in that way where making customs and cosplay and all that. I'm just a fan that buys everything.
Mike and I are in the same boat. I was gonna say I'm useless.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we can talk about the podcast, right? Jay and I do a podcast on the For Eternia channel, Eternia 4.
The Eternia 4, yeah, that's right.
That's a fun one. So I think we're gonna probably a week or two. I think we'll probably do that. We're
probably going to have another one. I'm going to have a lot to talk. We're going to have a lot to talk about. We can talk about how this movie is better than
right.
Just kidding. Relax, everybody. Just calm down, okay? No, but seriously, I
mean, other than that,
this is the movie. This is the movie we deserve, guys. It's not short. It's not short of what, I am not exaggerating when I'm saying that this is the movie we deserve. And I want to thank everybody. And I do mean it from the bottom of my heart. I want to thank everybody who's pledged. This is definitely, especially, you know what? This is, as Johnny has actually demonstrated, this is the most important, time where if you guys are pledging, that means that you are giving of yourself, because this is not a good time to be pledging. I'm just going to put it out there. It's not. You know what I mean? Like, this is a hard time, right? People are having trouble, getting out to the grocery stores, and there are a lot of people going to food banks. There are a lot of people doing things. This is, if anything, a luxury. And I'm not going to shy away from saying that. You know what I mean? And the fact that we've raised this much money in this climate is staggering. You guys are incredible, and thank you guys for all the support. Because honestly, this is, as selfish as this is, I'm going to go ahead and say it. I want this movie because I'm selfish. I want to see this movie made because this is the movie we deserve. This is the canon, the kind of characters that I want to see, right? Made with a lot of courage. I don't think it's out of the realm to say that it takes a lot of courage to make a fan film like this, because you know what, you are trying to be as close to the source material as possible. And in the Hollywood machine, it's always about, how can we make the biggest buck? How can we guarantee to get people in the seats? How can we make this movie as marketable as possible? Well, you get a sexy man for the lead. You know what I mean? Somebody who's been in a bunch of films, who can draw the tweens, right? And get people in the seats, right? And then you get the love interest, right? Who's been on a whole bunch of different tween shows. You know what I mean? Like Archie, Riverdale. You know what I mean? Get those types of people in the seats, and then you sprinkle a few legacy actors, right? You get your Idris Elba's. You know what I mean? You
Yes.
get your I forgot, I can't pronounce her name anyway, but the girlfriend from Deadpool. You know what I mean? You get all these A-listers, or people who people recognize, right? And you say, all right, now let's put together a script. And here is the problem. And you know what? I think we need to have this discussion, because I'm curious to find out what you guys think about this. What is Hollywood's problem? Not problem, sorry. It's not problem. But what is Hollywood afraid of? Why do they insist that if a movie is somewhat for like a tween generation, or a younger children's generation, for the target audience, why do they insist on making it and having an Earth connection? That's what killed Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball was an absolute terrible movie, because Goku was a kid who he drove a car. You know what I mean? It was just a ridiculous film, right? And in some cases it does work. Like Guardians of the Galaxy. You got Peter, who is obviously a Terran, right? And he's whisked away to a different galaxy, whatever, right? But why is it Hollywood insists on having some sort of relatable idea with kids in order to actually get them? This is a fantasy film, and we should be on Eternia. This should have no relations with Earth. Why is it that Hollywood insists on doing things like this? And the floor is open. Whoever wants to take it, because I'm just a little bit perturbed by that whole situation, in my opinion.
I think it comes down to budget.
Yeah,
honestly, it's just it's a real easy way of them going, hey, you know what we don't have to do now? Sets. We can film in Boston. It becomes more, I don't know. I don't want to say it becomes easier, but it's an easy out. And at least with Motu, there is technically an Earth connection, not one that not one that I think would warrant all of that, but yeah.
I was gonna say, I'd be more okay with them showing Marlena leaving Earth
right
in the movie.
Yeah, because the original series Bible by Michael Halperin, she's named Marlena Glenn because it's supposed to be implied that she's probably John Glenn's daughter. So there's the NASA connection, and even though they spelled Glenn differently, I think Marlena had two N's and John Glenn has one N, or vice versa. But yeah, still, like it's one of those things that, like, yeah, there is an Earth connection to He-Man, and I always thought it would be kind of interesting that Prince Adam was able to harness the power of Grayskull specifically because he was not Eternian and he was not an Earthling. He was a mix. And so that was what allowed him to harness that power and become the chosen one or whatever it was. And I'm like, yeah, I think that was something that I'd like to see in a movie, but we'll see.
I think I agree with you, Johnny. I think that and you know what, that actually does falls into another trope for comic books, actually, that the Terran connection makes for destiny, or makes for stronger characters. Like Superman arguably would not be Superman if he didn't show up on Earth, right? Because if he
the
stayed
yellow sun.
if he stayed on Krypton, he would have just been a regular Kryptonian.
Yep.
Right. He would have had access to incredible technology, which augmented his strength, right? And that was their real intellectual powers. But when he came to Earth, he became a god. You know what I mean? Essentially,
pretty much,
right? That seems to be a very common comic book trope. That once you come to Earth, something changes, right? You become more than you were before, right? Martian Manhunter. You know what I mean? Like he finds himself here on Earth. Right, so there's a lot of things to be said about how popular culture treats Earth as the center of the universe, right? And like I said, a film like this, right, being made by someone like Daniel Benedict, is a brave thing to do. It is something in which most directors, most writers, most creative teams are at least in the Hollywood system are terrified of. Because again, they just don't seem to want to be able to tackle something that doesn't have some sort of grounding on Earth. And it's a shame too, because oftentimes they'll take examples like what was it called? John what was it called? John Carter from Mars.
Oh
right?
yeah, Edgar Rice Burroughs.
Incredible film.
Yeah.
Incredible film. And this is just me, it's my opinion, but John Carter from Mars was a great film. Okay. And that was another fish out of water story. Sure, it started on Earth, but it was on Earth for what, 2 seconds? Like,
pretty much,
like,
yeah. And that's just how the books were. Like, if you've ever read the Edgar Rice Burroughs books, like the John Carter of Mars series, like it starts out with him, talking about how he remembers being about 30 years old and doesn't remember anything beyond that. And you're like, wait a minute, what the fuck is going on here? And like, then all of a sudden it goes to him, like, suddenly being transported to Mars and, rising up through the ranks and becoming a warlord on Mars. And you're like, this is fucking crazy. This is such a cool idea. Why have they not made movies of this? And then when they finally did, it was good, but not good enough to make sequels. Really?
Well, I was going to say, look at how it did financially. It's one of Disney's biggest flops.
They overspent.
Yeah.
Here's I truly believe this, and I truly believe this. I look at Peter Jackson as the pinnacle of why Hollywood wastes so much money. Okay, like Peter Jackson literally took a shoestring budget. If you watch the documentaries, he's famous for saying that this is the most expensive low budget film in history, because that's exactly what it was. They only gave him enough money. If it was to be done here in Hollywood, they only gave him enough money to do maybe 1.5 films, right? In terms of the type of scope that he was looking for, the type of budgets that he was looking for. But because he did it in New Zealand, he was able to figure out, okay, I have this many people, I have this much, I have this crew, I can do this, and he was always used to, just like Daniel, he was used to just basically being creative, being frugal, and being innovative. He innovated in order to be able to create the film that he wanted to create, the films that he wanted to create. You look at if anybody's actually hasn't watched them yet, you really should watch The Feebles.
I love that one.
It's an absolute riot. It is an absolute, just massive. Mike, have you ever seen The Feebles?
I have not.
No, you should watch it. Dave, have you seen The Feebles?
Yes.
Yeah, just a crazy film. Honestly,
Well, and kind of not piggybacking, rewinding a little bit to the John Carter movie. It was one of those that like they kind of lost the plot of what they were doing. They just kind of decided they wanted to make something absolutely insanely epic looking and all that. But the beauty of John Carter is that you could do two people in goofy looking suits running around on a in Arizona desert, and you could probably make something that was pretty fucking close to what you needed. But they just tried to make that was in the phase of everything had to be an epic. Everything had to be this expansive, crazy looking movie. And it's just like it added to some parts, but they could have gotten around a lot of it.
Another thing with that one was like in the books, like they described the people, the red people of Mars wore no clothes. And I think the studio chickened out and they're like, oh yeah, we gotta put some clothes on her. Like she can still be sexy, but like we gotta put clothes on her. And it's like, yeah, but that's not at all what they described in the books. And I'm like, eh.
Yeah, no matter what, there is there's also as we said earlier, the what is it called, the target audience, right?
Yeah.
Because I think that just okay. So here's a really great example of how Hollywood can screw up, like absolutely screw up, and actually it's technically not even Hollywood. It's just actually the marketing machine. Transformers 1, incredible film, but the marketing was completely off. In my opinion, the marketing. Go ahead, Dave.
But the complete opposite of that was G.I. Joe. Because
You're
Transformers, great movie, shit marketing. G.I. Joe, amazing marketing. It was Iron Man like light. It was rough, man.
Yeah, it was.
The second G.I. Joe movie was
Retaliation.
Good.
Retaliation is solid.
Yeah,
I did like that one. Yeah. And they had the fucking hiss tanks
because that's what felt like could be the continuation of like that felt like it had legs. Like you could run with it and you could fall into kind of those Larry Hama-esque stories and you could build that really fantastic like energy that series has.
Right.
And I'm not gonna lie, like I got excited at the end of every time they're just like, hey, G.I. Joe Transformers, they're gonna cross over. I'm like, fuck yeah, they are. It's gonna happen. And then it doesn't happen and it pisses me off.
Yeah, well, it did in the comics, if I remember.
Oh, it did multiple times in the comics. It currently is happening in the comics. It's that thing of we got the tease from that franchise. Now, I don't want to say spoiler alert, but in the more recent movies, we've gotten the hey, G.I. Joe's a thing, and it's like fucking do it, like you cowards. Give me G2 Megatron and fucking Cobra Commander trying to take out a bunch of ninjas. It's gonna be great. Neon colors, just chromed mask. It's gonna be fun. I don't care.
But going back to G.I. Joe Retaliation, like I do think one of the best things they ever did was Bruce Willis is the original Joe. I'm like, that's fucking cool.
Joe.
Good old Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Again, there were some flashes of brilliance on that, and the last Transformers movie really did almost indicate that they were about to do a G.I. Joe crossover. You know what I mean? Like it was so close.
Was that the Bumblebee one?
The Bumblebee? Yeah. No, not the Bumblebee. It was the Rise of the Beasts. Rise of the Beasts.
Rise of the Beasts. I haven't checked those out yet.
Yeah,
but
watch Rise of the Beasts. Stay through the credits. Enjoy.
Yeah, right at the end. It's crazy.
My goodness.
Yeah, okay. We were this close, and then they decided. Thank you, guys. Oh my gosh, 54,356. My God, you guys, this is gonna happen. This is gonna happen. We're gonna do this, and I'm gonna basically. I know Dave has to. He's got kids and he's got to eventually drop off, but I will try my best to stay on as long as I can. I'm gonna.
You're a maniac.
I might have to dog out. I might have to drop off at some point, but I will wake up early to keep pushing. And
I'm gonna
because,
throw this up there real quick just because we were just talking about it. But I literally found this in my stash the other day, and there it is.
that is so
nice.
good. Wow,
So good.
that is just awesome. So what like? Let's do a little bit of speculation then, since we're here, because Johnny, you know a little bit. I don't know. Is okay. You know what? Let's take it back a little bit. Is there a script, or is it still just mostly just ideas? What do we know? What do we know?
Daniel is amazingly good at keeping secrets. Like, so, from what I understand, I believe that there is. I know Daniel has like several different outlines, you know, based on like how much we raise, how many characters we can include, whatever. So I know he has several different ones that he has probably sent to Rob Lamb, you know, to write scripts for. I don't think there's a completed script yet. I think that is based on what we accomplish with this Kickstarter. And yeah, so I think there's several versions where he could, you know, it's like, oh yeah, well this version includes Grizzlor and you know, Catra fights so and so and whatever. But yeah, I think it's still mostly outline. Oh, Luisa Torres.
Okay. What would you like to see in this? Like, because Daniel actually asked me this question. What would you like to see in this film? Like, how would you like it to play out a little bit? You know, since we're pipe dreaming here.
Well, obviously, I want Songster to show up and save the day. No, honestly, I haven't really thought too much about like what I want to see out of this. I just want to see these characters come to life again. Like it's one of those things where it's like I enjoyed the first time I watched Fall of Grayskull. I was so blown away. It's like I want that feeling again. And so like whatever Daniel does with these characters, with the sorcerers coming back and you know, teaching Tila from the great beyond or wherever, and you know, Roboto shooting at Shadow Weaver and stuff like that. Like I'm just there for it. Like I think it's gonna be great to see when She-Ra first, you know, shows up. We see her in silhouette in the trailer, and like when we first finally see her, you know, speak and stuff like that, I'm like, oh my god, that's She-Ra. Like Jennifer Legg literally looks like she was born to play that part. Like she is so fucking perfect for it. She's beautiful. She's in fucking shape. Like, yeah.
Jake, can we run the trailer again?
Sure, let's do that.
Yeah.
But before we do that, really quick, Mike, do you have any aspirations for this film? Like, what would you hope to see?
I'd like to just see it continue through what Fall of Grayskull started with. Like we had the teaser that Hordak was coming. I mean, honestly, everything that we saw in the trailer extended. You know, it's awesome hearing Johnny talk about Montana possibly being in it. Other Horde characters, I'd love to see Grizzlor if it's possible. Yeah, I mean, I would just love to see the Horde come in and, you know, maybe some of the evil warrior villains also that didn't show up in the first one. Kind of maybe have a little three-way kind of battle going on: the good, the evil, and the Horde.
I think that would be really cool. Dave, before we play the trailer, what do you hope for this film? Like, do you have any ideas?
I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can say any more than everybody else has. I mean, it's just it's that exciting thing of realizing that there are folks out there that also have the crazy fever dreams that you have about doing this type of stuff and creating, you know, more legacy of these franchises that, you know, we all love. And the first part, I don't know. Obviously I can't friggin' stop smiling. Like, I enjoyed the crap out of it, and just seeing everything that's gone into this, seeing everything from the campaign, seeing the trailer, seeing the posts up on Instagram, seeing all of it. Like, it's just exciting. Like, it's fun to have that excitement about something new. I don't want to say novelty, because I feel like that undersells it, but it's the excitement. Also, it's the excitement of an unknown, because there's a lot of shit that you can look at that gets fan films, or that gets anything like that, where you kind of go, okay, I know where this is going. I know what they're basing this on. I know where they're, stuff like that. Where, as I feel like this has, it's a love letter to the franchise.
Yes.
But it's very much its own thing, if that makes sense.
I totally agree. As I said with Daniel the other day, I'm just hoping to see a true Master Universe film. I really adore the original film, and there's a place for it. I mean, like, seriously, I
Yes.
as you guys know, I really love Gwildor. I love all the characters that were actually created there. But I want to see Eternia for what it really is. I want to see the characters for what they really are. I want, and the vision that Daniel and all you guys have put together is just, to me, it's touching and it's amazing. And is it going to be a fan film? Yes, but is that actually what we need? Yes, we need passion, right? And not that I don't enjoy big budget films, I enjoy them immensely, but at the same time, I mean, look at this. It really is. This is, what I'm hoping for. You know what I mean? Just passionate people trying to put something together, which really, it hit 1 million views, the first one. That is not,
Yeah.
you can, how many fan films can claim to have hit 1 million views? Not many.
Right?
Not many at all. And you know what? We're on the precipice, guys. We are on the precipice. We're just we're teetering at the edge right now. We are literally teetering at the edge. And this is the crew. This is the crew that can make it. Please, guys, please help us fund this Kickstarter. Help us make this a reality, because this is the Master Universe film we deserve. This is the Masters of the Universe film.
Whoa,
thank you, guys.
Nice.
Thank you so much. Oh my God, you guys! I'm welling up here. I'm welling up here. You guys are killing it. Seriously,
We have less than 5,000 to go.
It is truly humbling, truly humbling, and we have crossed over the 5,000 mark. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. And you know what?
Jay, I'm gonna throw it out there.
Sure.
So we have 9 hours to go. So what I was gonna pitch is we go live here till 1, so another hour, and then you and me, and we'll see who else we can get pops on for that last hour before the end of the campaign. We finish it strong. People might actually get a chance to sleep, but it's got that night before Christmas vibe. But I just wanted to throw that out there.
Let's see where we end up. Let's do another hour, Dave, because I appreciate you, brother. I really appreciate you.
Which one do you pop up? The trailer or the?
Give me one second. I just want to finish thanking you.
Oh, no worries.
Thank you, Dave, for everything. And of course, one more time, thanks to everybody out there who's made this happen. You guys have made this so much of a dream coming true that I just cannot thank you guys enough for everything. But for now, why don't we just enjoy the trailer one more time, and then we have something special, because Daniel couldn't be here tonight, but he's still going to be here, and I'll show you guys what I mean.
Nice.
Full screen.
Have you ever wondered, why are we doing all of this?
The Horde will not stop until Eternia is completely destroyed. Only the king and queen, the sorceress, and I knew the secret.
I have a sister.
You must destroy the whole.
If I can't stop Hordak, who can?
Death has come to Eternia, and I am he.
What are we looking at?
I'm sorry, that always gets me every single time.
Orko.
Yeah, and I love the Ka headdress.
Right.
That's just so classic. So one of the things, a surprising development about this whole campaign has been the creativity that the Daniel always has. It seems like he's always coming up with some really cool, neat ideas. And one thing he really came up with, which I think literally blindsided everybody. I don't think anybody expected this. And I'm just going to double check because I don't want to get this wrong. But just really quickly, guys, give me 1 second.
Well,
So
while you're figuring that out, Mike actually has to get going, so I'm going to
Okay.
toss it over to him so he can sign off.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I'm just gonna move to the chat for the last hour. I got to sign off, unfortunately.
No problem.
But thank you guys, Dave, Jay, Johnny, for hanging out, and this is awesome. I could literally, if I didn't have to work early and my wife didn't want to go to bed, I'd sit here all night with you guys until this thing ended. And honestly, I'd be down for a 12-hour, like no problem.
Well, thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
Like,
Please, guys, go and pledge. Honestly, I keep looking over and I'm like, I pledged quite a bit already, but I want to pledge more. And I'm like, it's tough financially right now. So, but I'm positive we're going to make it. I want to see this happen. I'm rooting for Daniel and all you guys to be able to do this. I want to see it come to fruition. I want to see PowerCon return. I want it all, basically, right? Call me selfish, but that's what I want, man. Thank you guys. Yeah, if you want, give me a follow if you like Masters Universe. I'm on Instagram, Attorney and Royalty. I also have YouTube. That kind of picks up. I live in San Diego. San Diego Comic Con's coming up. It's kind of like my Super Bowl. So if you like anything Masters Universe, I'm going to be all over that place. Anything Motu, I'm going to be filming.
Awesome, Mike. Thank you so much for being here, brother. You know what? And don't sell yourself short, man. You are one of the guys who made this happen. You know what I mean? Like, seriously, this is like, you are as much responsible for this as any of us. So thank you so much for being here, Mike.
Thank you, guys.
I will be in San Diego. Like, let's meet up, brother.
Nice. Yeah, let's hook up.
I would definitely have to hang out. Like, seriously, it's something we have to do. Well overdue, Mike. I think
For sure.
I
know
think it's well overdue.
you had the Flipboard panel, and you were very busy that night, and I was like, I'll
I remember seeing you, Mike, but it was one of those things where it was just a whirlwind. You know, like I was
Yes,
setting up
I
my
can imagine.
camera, I was setting up everything. I think our eyes passed for a little bit. And I was like, hey, I know that guy, but
Yeah, we snapped a quick photo with Mad Hatter, and that was
I
about
remember.
it.
I remember, but it was all we could do. But you know what? This year we got to change that, Mike. We got to change that for sure. And anybody else who wants to hang out with us at San Diego, please,
Yeah, hit me up on Instagram. I'm down to meet up with people.
Let's do it.
Hell yeah.
All right. So, Mike, take care, brother. And guys, please subscribe to Attorney Royalty on YouTube and Instagram. The guy's killing it, man. It's great.
Thanks.
Take
Have a good night.
Mike. Take it easy. All right. So, like I said, it's amazing what creativity Daniel Benedict has been able to do on his own. The guy is literally killing it. And this came out of pretty much nowhere. Like we had no idea what was going on when he created this, but you can leave that on. It'll just scroll up. I tried it. It's really, really small, but it still works.
That's okay. I'll give it a go.
Yeah. Now, if somebody could monitor this, because I'm pretty sure it doesn't go on copyright, but just keep it, like, if somebody could just keep an eye on. Oh, somebody in the chat, do us a favor. If it disappears, tell us, okay, please. But let's see what happens here. I'm pretty sure it didn't work.
Oh, Danielle.
Have you seen this yet, Dave?
No.
Yeah. Full screen it. You'll like it.
We have to talk over it in order for it not to get taken off the air.
I'm pretty sure it's not. I'm almost certain of it, but I just want somebody to monitor it.
Somewhere out there, someone needs me. I don't know how or where, but believe me, I'll walk the universe to find her, for better or for worse, beside her, for the honor of love, by the power above. I have the power. I have the power. A stranger walked into my world, and when he talked, I really heard. He spoke of things like love and peace. The joy it brings will never cease. For the honor of love, by the power above. I have the power. I have the power. The truth of love is here to guide me. The strength above is here beside me. Forevermore we'll be together. Our hearts will soar one to the other. The truth of love will always guide us. His strength above will be inside us. Forevermore we'll be together. Our hearts will soar one to the other. For the honor of love, by the power above. We have the power. We have the power. So can
Hot damn, that was cool.
Just incredible, and we stayed on. So yeah, seriously, the so fun fact.
Thank you so
It-
much.
It took a few years to get 1 million views on the Fall of Grayskull. This music video by Daniel and the other
Tuesday night.
Sorry,
Tuesday night.
yeah, Tuesday night. Sorry, there she is.
Yeah.
She's playing Queen Marlena, I believe.
I think so.
I think she's playing Queen Marlena, I believe. Yeah, Tuesday night. They're approaching almost 350,000 views already. and it's only been a few months. So this is on track to surpass the Fall of Grayskull, and what an incredible song. But of course, it highlights the idea that we the fans have the power to make this happen. And you know what? I it couldn't have come at a better time for that. What a beautiful rendition, though. I was blown away when I first saw it. Absolutely gobsmacked. Johnny, what were your thoughts? Like, did you even know that that Daniel could sing? Like,
I did know that. Yeah, I've been trying to get Daniel to go out to karaoke with me since 2012 when we first met, and like I had known that he had a band Until the Last. Yeah, check him out on Spotify. Until the Last. And like I was like, oh yeah, you totally sound like Maynard from Tool. And like that's clearly one of his influences, but he had never done karaoke before. And like finally this year at Toylanta, I just put it in the chat. I got him to sing karaoke, and he sang that song. So like I'm pretty sure he was the first one in the history of everything to have ever, his first karaoke song was him singing over himself for
At
that
least he
song.
knew the
Like,
words.
yeah, exactly. I'm like, what the fuck? This is so wild. It was so good. Yeah. And yeah, he's got a great voice. One of the things about Daniel that he always downplays himself, which, as a person, like that's a good quality. But when you're an entertainer, like that's something that you want to do the opposite. You want to tell people, "Oh, I'm better than you actually are." Like that's the secret. But since he's such a good director, such a good singer, such a good actor, all these things that he's good at, like I take responsibility. I'm going to be like, I'll be the one to promote you. Yeah, you can just sit back and be like, oh yeah, I just did this thing, whatever. Yeah, and I'll be like, no, Daniel is so amazing. Look at what he did with this. And so I'm pretty sure that's one of the reasons why I'm on this show right now.
one of many.
It's not easy. You know what I mean? Like,
Being
yeah.
cheesy.
Again, we've hit 54,651. Wow, guys, thank you so much.
We're getting close. Oh,
it's probably just a readjustment. Some people might want to pledge like that. That happens all the time. But still, 54,591.
Yeah.
But thank you guys, no matter what. Like, again, you guys have just made this night incredible, and we really do appreciate everything you guys are doing for us. And
that's one of the things I wanted to say to the fans that have pledged and are thinking about pledging. This for me, this is therapy. It's a lot cheaper than therapy, but like putting money into something like this that we're going to enjoy for the rest of our lives, it's so important to me. And I think that if you donate to this, I think you're going to find that, yeah, it was a worthwhile investment because it's something that you're going to have for the rest of your life. And this movie is going to be so epic. It's going to be so good. It's going to be exactly what we have always needed. So please, if you're thinking about donating, donate.
Oh yeah. Well, and if you can't donate, share. Spread the
and
word.
Share. Yeah.
That's something that I always try to emphasize when I'm doing my extra life stuff is not everybody can donate. It's rough times.
Right.
We all know that. And if you just share a link, if you share the Kickstarter link, if you share a link to any of these streams,
yeah,
it gets.
Who knows how many other people will donate because you shared it.
Yep.
So, like, yeah, that doesn't take anything away from you. It's something that you can do with just one click, and that could help us get to where we're trying to
Hell
get
yeah.
to with our goal. And it'll be something that will impact you for the rest of your life. So do it. Share it.
Absolutely. But regardless of that, every little bit counts. And
Yeah,
thank you guys for
it really
everything.
does.
And of course, Johnny, David are absolutely correct. Sharing is the biggest thing. If you can
Yes.
share this out on your social medias to anybody, to friends, family, that will just make all the difference. And we are just so humbled by everyone who's been able to make this happen for this evening. And because Dave did mention it, and I think it is only fair. We have been going for quite some time, and unfortunately, there are a lot of things that happen. If we go on for another half an hour, which we'll start to wind down in a little bit,
Yeah.
I think we'll be happy to pick this up again at around sometime in the morning and see how it's going, and just make that final push. But
Yeah.
thank you guys for everything you've done tonight. Like Dave, I think we're upwards of $7,000 now in just a very short amount of time.
Yeah.
It's
Look at
staggering.
that. We're so close.
Because I was
Just
looking, I was actually looking at the Instagram. I was looking at your Instagram post, Jay. Hold on, and now of course the stupid feed refreshed. Why is this happening? Hey, it's social media some days. So before we started, let's see. Yeah, before we started, we were at 50,000.
Yeah.
So almost 4.5. Let's say
4,500
right now.
But then
Like,
if we take where we started, Johnny, from
Yeah.
all the way back from like that time, we were at 45,000.
Yeah.
So if you add 5,000 onto that number, we were at $9,591 raised since we started the live stream last night. That is insane.
That is
Yep.
wild.
Absolutely bonkers. And again, it's all thanks to you guys. You guys are what made the difference tonight and these last 2 days. And it really has shown what this community can do and what we're capable of. And I want to thank everyone who came to the stream tonight. Lindsay, Johnny, yourself, everybody, John from Simple Tricks and Nonsense.
John.
Everybody who was able to give up some of their time. Carlos, Mike, Colt. Everybody who I'm pretty sure. Again, I'm old, so I've forgotten the whole. So, everybody who showed up tonight. Thank you guys. Thank you so much.
Vintage.
That's right. Vintage.
Yeah, not
Wait,
old, vintage.
no, Jay, it's in the name. Retro.
Retro. Yes, I am extremely retro. 100%. That is exactly where it comes from.
Hey,
but yeah,
Jay,
guys.
what year was it that we first met? I don't even remember. I'm not sure. Do you remember what year we first met? I'm pretty sure it was at PowerCon, but I don't remember which one.
I don't know what's happening.
Was that me or was that? I can barely hear you guys. What are you saying?
Oh, he was asking what year you guys met.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought for whatever reason I thought you said Dave.
No.
I haven't gotten to meet Johnny, not in person.
I said Jay.
I think it was PowerCon. I think it was 20. I think it was the last PowerCon. I think it was the real last PowerCon. I think that was what it was. I think
2021.
Yeah, I think so. I think that.
I thought it was before then, but okay.
No,
all right.
I wish it was. I had never been to a PowerCon. I'd never been to a PowerCon. I've always wanted to. Did you go to San Diego? Maybe because if you've been to San Diego,
No.
I was there multiple times.
No.
But yeah, I have a doppelganger out there. I know that for a fact. So
well, I know Phil. What is his name? Phil Navarro or something. Yeah, looks similar to you, but yeah, his face is a little bit thinner, and yeah, I know he looks a lot like you, and I was like, hey, yeah, I've seen that guy, met him, but
Yeah, but I actually have met my doppelganger at San Diego
oh,
Comic Con. It was a weird situation. It was just so strange. Like people were
nice.
like when we actually ran into each other, people were like, "Are you guys twins?" Like we were like, "I don't think so." Long lost brothers. It was funny. It was I have a picture of it somewhere. One of these days I'll dig it up
Nice.
and I'll show you guys.
There
So
we
maybe
go.
maybe you met my doppelganger. I don't know. So maybe you guys
Maybe.
have seen each other. But
Yeah.
no, Johnny, it would be hard it would be hard not to remember meeting you, for sure. It would be definitely hard to not to remember not remember meeting you. You're definitely one of a kind. I enjoy your company, and it was great seeing you at this year's PowerCon. It was
Yeah,
so
because I actually got to see you do karaoke this time, so
oh man. So then there's video evidence of that too, which really sucks.
mm,
I'm just kidding. I really enjoyed it, and getting to hang out with Russ, Shartimus Prime, and that was
mhm.
just so much fun. He himself, of course, is a rocker, is a musician himself. He loves to rock out, so it's just it's really great to be able to see this type of extended family. You know what I mean? David's
Yeah.
the goal, hands down. I know the campaign will get funded. Great job, everybody. Thank you, brother. Narc, always good to see you, man. Like seriously. And are you guys doing a second movie? I thought there was a sequel coming
Oh,
for
it's
a
it
movie.
it already premiered, Retro Freaks 2.
There you go. So
Which,
guys,
by the way, go check it out. I believe it's retrofreaksmovie.com, right, Narc?
Oh.
Anyways,
is it on Amazon? Like where is it?
I don't believe it's available yet. But I do know that the first movie is available to order. It actually has cover art by this guy. I did the cover art for Retro Freaks 1. So it's a damn fun movie. And again, a fun movie made by fun folks. So yeah.
Eric,
Also, Mark, get your ass on a stream soon.
I
Been
know,
too
right?
long.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, how come? When's that gonna happen?
I don't know. Narc used to come on Turtle Talk. He came on unboxing a couple times, and then he became a movie star, and rest
I
is
know,
history.
right? Craig, come on, get on here. Eric, you know what? You are absolutely right. He was there. I met him in person. He was so much fun. And yeah, I got a couple of Filipino brothers who look like me. So that's gonna.
Narc, I'm tired. It's very fair.
You're not the only one, brother. We're not getting any younger. That's for sure. We're not gonna get any younger. But yeah, once again, guys, this has been incredible. It's an incredible experience, and the reality is, we just need a little bit. If we had another day, this would be
Yeah.
a completely different story. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like we wouldn't be working this hard, but you know what? This is because we love it so much. This is because you guys love it so much.
Damn Cozier.
This is because we. Ooh. You want to zoom that one out? Which who is that lovely lady?
Okay. This is not a lovely lady.
Oh, I couldn't tell.
This is my Goblin King.
Jareth.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, I've done the face
Labyrinth
makeup,
Yep.
but I have not finished the hair yet. It's still a little frizzy, but yeah, I'm doing a Goblin King.
David Bowie. The Goblin.
Yes.
Absolutely
David Bowie from Labyrinth. Yeah, and there's his crotch, which I had to sculpt. But like most of this figure, it's just the Mythic Legion's Arazak figure without the soft goods. Like this is really close to what Jareth was wearing in his first appearance in Labyrinth. And so I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta get the elf ranger, male elf ranger head. And yeah, I just do the makeup on that and do the hair on that. And this is gonna be my Goblin King for my Mythic Legions. So yeah.
Right.
Excellent.
Right.
Excellent.
Yeah.
That is just amazing. Yeah, let's just end this off with the three of us, guys. We'll
Sure.
we'll check on a final number out right when we're about to log off. But I
Yeah.
want to thank both of you guys for being here tonight. Not only everybody who was here earlier, but the three of us really. We started. I don't. It's not a lie. The three of us started this behind the scenes. It was
Yeah.
just pretty much the three of us. I think Carlos was there, but
Yep.
for the most part, it was just us. And you know what? It's I think it's fitting that we also sort of wind this down and make this pledge that we ourselves are going to be back probably sometime in the morning
Yeah.
and checking where we
Touch
are.
base and-
But this has been incredible, and Dave didn't have to torture himself. Look at that! How people were giving money without Dave having to kill his taste buds.
It's a first. No nuggets of doom.
Right? Yeah.
I'll take it where I can. But real quick, thanks to Jay too. Jay's very good at thanking everybody but himself a lot of the time. But yeah, Jay and I started talking last week.
Yeah, something like that.
And we were like, he's like, "Hey, do you want to do this?" I'm like, "Yeah, fuck yeah, let's go." So I was excited. I'm always on board for a late night. That sounds weird, but but joys of being I don't know, a creative person. Sleep don't come easy.
Yeah, and since we missed it earlier, Dave, so why don't we tease?
Oh yeah,
what we were supposed to tease about an hour ago.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
I'm very happy to say that I get to work with this dude over here, and this is just some black and white. There's still a bit to go, but there's my El Dragoon cover.
I am excited.
Okay.
I'm excited.
Working on it. This is actually the first time showing it. So yeah,
well, I've seen it.
No, well, I know. Okay, showing it on a stream, but I'm still tweaking the gear and stuff to make it a little more accurate, and got a couple other things I want to add. But yeah, whipping that up. Going to be coloring it up hopefully this week. I just found out that I have an entire book to letter by Wednesday. So yeah, and I need to revise the script with the writer tomorrow. So that'll be good. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. But real quick, I'm gonna end this like I usually do with streams. I'm gonna toss it to you guys. Let people know who you are, what you do, where they can find you, so that we can shill, and make awesome people find awesome people and make awesome stuff happen. That's why we're here. We're just trying to make the world suck a little less, right? So, Johnny, who you are, where people can find you, all that fun stuff.
All right. I am not on any social media. So, yeah, you can find me here.
Nice.
Yes. But yeah, yeah, I don't do that sort of thing anymore.
That's fair.
Social media became pretty toxic for me, so I decided I was gonna excise myself from that.
That's fair.
But yeah, if you find me anywhere, my name is Havoc Staff Customs, and that's based on Skeletor's original weapon, the Havoc Staff. So HAVOCSTAFF Customs. And yeah, that's pretty much it for me.
Hell yeah. Jay.
Usually I say, forget about me and just, Dave won. Dave.
Do it.
There he goes. Dave Wonder. That's the guy. This is the guy right here. Of course, my name is Mega J Retro, and I want to just thank you guys. Like, I'm going to take my time to just say thank you. This has been an incredible experience, and you guys have really shown us what fandom can do, what the fans are capable of. And by tomorrow morning, I am confident, very, very confident, that we're probably going to be as close as possible, if not already over the goal. I just have to give everything, and huge thanks to my good friend Dave Wonder, Dave Wheeler, for making this happen, because honestly yesterday was an incredible experience as well, but today really belongs to Dave. He pulled this together, he made this happen, and we're all better for The world is better because Dave Wonder, Dave Wheeler.
Damn, Jay, shill yourself, man. You deserve it. Come on, man.
No such thing.
Do you want me to do
but if you guys
it?
are interested, please. Fine. Since David's doing this, if you guys are interested, please check out my channel, Mega J Retro, social media, pretty much all that stuff. And I hope you guys will join us again tomorrow morning, because we're going to be right back here. We're going to make sure this happens. Thank you, Dave.
Hell yeah. Damn it, Jay. Anyways, you know where you can find me. I'm right here on the Dave Wonder channel. You can find me here every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Monday is Let's Talk Toys, or in this case, Motu Monday. Tuesday is Chop and Shop. That's live customization and toy restoration right here on the channel with a bunch of awesome fun folks. And Wednesday is Gripping and Ripping. That's freeing those lovely bits of plastic from those pesky cardboard prisons. And then, this last week or weekend, to a couple days ago, whatever, Turtle Talk returned as well with first time in a long time. Kyle Wadaga came on, and we got to talk a little shop, so that was awesome. Go check out that replay. You can find me on Instagram at @TheDaveWheeler. You can find me everywhere else at Dave Wonder. Most importantly, you can find me over at extra-life.org/participant/Dave Wonder. It's linked in the video description below. I raise money to fight cancer for kids, another very, very worthy cause. So check that out. A mini marathon coming up next month already. But yeah, Chop and Shop is back tomorrow, so 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Make sure to swing back by. Thank you to everybody who has donated. Thank you to everybody that was on the stream. Thank you, Jay. Fucking take it, man. You're a good person. But anyways, as always, folks, thank you for everything. We've done amazing work tonight as a community. The COJ provides. It's a damn fine time. We'll be back tomorrow morning. Jay, I will check in with you very shortly, or we'll just talk after we hop off stream. Sorry, that's pulling back the curtain too much, I suppose. Yeah, until next time, folks, as always, be good, be kind. Much love from Minnesota. Good night, everybody.
Yeah.